This episode is sponsored by The Spot, Vape Shop and Grind Cafe. The Spot is El Paso's first vape cafe. Visit The Spot for a great experience and chill vibe, serving cafe sandwiches, coffee, and more. The Spot also carries premium e-juices and a wide variety of vape products. You're invited to rent out the latest in e-hookahs, enjoy the free Wi-Fi, and drink some cold ones because The Spot is BYOB friendly. Also check out great live entertainment on Fridays and Saturdays. The Spot is located next door to Famous Barbershop at 4109 Dyer, Suite B in El Paso, Texas. Please follow The Spot on Instagram and Facebook at The Spot Vape Cafe.
Sweet Jesus Radio.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Sweet Jesus Radio. My guests tonight, two guests. To my left, he is known for being a battle rapper, hip-hop head, musician. And then we got to his left, he is also a battle rapper.
I try.
Fucks around with some comedy, to my knowledge. And again, just all around great guys. I want to welcome to the show, Zack and Broox.
What up, what up?
What up,
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Everything sound good on the mics, the headphones?
Oh, yeah, it's clean.
All right.
Super tasty, man. We appreciate you having us on the show.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Real quick,
thank you.
You guys live in Las Cruces. Mm-hmm. So I just want to let the listeners know. So thank you guys for making the journey.
Oh, yeah. It's all rainy outside, too.
Yeah, it just got fucking cold. Right now, we're recording this November 21st. So if anybody remembers, it's the day that all of a sudden got super fucking cold. It's probably like the first cold, like really cold day of the fucking fall, at least here in El Paso. I know it gets probably a little bit colder in Cruces, right? It's a slightly more
all
north.
The Christmas decorations are starting to make a lot more sense.
Yeah, man. So like I said, we'll get into everything we got going on. We got some Facebook questions. I'm gonna do a recap of some of the shit I got going on. We're gonna start there, but I always, not always, but I like to start by thanking the listeners. Shouts to the listeners. Thank you for sharing the podcast. Whether it be word of mouth or through social media. Thanks for spreading the word. All right, so yeah, man, just real quick, you feel free to chime in. Just want to recap some cool stuff I've been doing. Just podcast-wise, I did an episode with Inks and World Peace recently. So listeners, if you haven't heard that episode, it's a really dope episode that came out
Who are they?
A couple weeks ago. So Inks is actually a really dope artist, man. He's a street artist. And he actually got a lot of fame, real fame, actual fame, worldwide shit, because he was on a reality show called Skin Wars.
Yeah, I remember.
Have you heard about that shit?
Well, yeah, like hearing his story a little bit.
Talking to the Mikey Mike.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I actually checked out that episode a little bit, you know what I mean? I heard of it the other day, and I kind of looked at the description as well, and I was like, damn, I can't believe I missed some of that.
He won, though. Like, he didn't just compete in it. He won the shit.
Damn.
So it's like, you can even see his season on Netflix. Skin Wars Season 3.
What's life like after winning?
Well, listen to that shit so you can tell you the details, but, I mean, he got $100,000 off that. He traveled. They put him in other bigger contests and bigger battles in Austria and Germany. I don't know where the fuck else.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
He's talking about on the podcast, talking about how we had a threesome with these two Russian chicks. And
I thought my nipples were getting hard from hearing him.
Something else is getting hard for me, man. You know what I'm saying? When he was telling the story, I got at least a quarter chub. You know?
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, man. And then the homie Georgie, they're best friends. He's just a dope ass DJ from here, and he had a lot of adventures in his life. He's traveled, so we just talk about all that shit, man. So listeners, check it out. I also went to November 1st to La Parada. I rarely go to La Parada, but the homie D, you know D, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of her going away party. She recently moved to Arizona, so shouts to D. We had a good time.
Most definitely.
But also, about a week after that, I went to Meow Wolf for the first time. You guys been to Meow Wolf?
Fuck yeah,
dude. That museum is like shrooms.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's my first time. Mark Farina was spinning, so it was dope.
Oh, shit. And there was a show?
And so there was a show and the fucking actual installation, they call it, right?
The installation is
I heard they just opened their... They just opened their Colorado location.
Oh shit, they have another location?
And they're doing a music festival
pop off even crazier over there.
Oh my god. And Vegas too.
Damn. All right. No wonder it says
Seattle too.
Meow Wolf Santa Fe now on the page, like because I guess they're opening. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so we had a blast.
They're like halfway funded by the dude who did like Game of Thrones and shit like that.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, George R. Martin. Like it's super weird. Like I'm like, what is this interest in? But it's super tight.
Dope when you go. It's like holy fuck, it's even better than what you like imagine. I didn't even get to see it all because I was trashed, and I just got a lot of the homies were there. A lot of us were there, so I was like, I can't, dude. I'm not trying to crawl into these.
Yeah, go down the fucking washing machine that leads to another dimension.
I always wanted to go there tripping.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to have to be the next one.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Because it was just so distracting. Mark Farina's playing. It started to get all packed.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want to go again.
Hell yeah.
Just do that when there's no show. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I recommend going. It was actually my girlfriend, Jessica, is the one that kind of organize it all. She invited a bunch of her friends. We have mutual friends, so shouts to her because it's one of those things where I want to go, but I probably won't ever make myself go.
Yeah, I know
but
that.
she really wanted to go, so like, babe, you're coming. Like we're going.
Right.
I'm like, fuck yeah, because I mean, I would never do it myself.
Yeah.
So in certain activities, sometimes takes somebody else to kind of push you. Like I would never go hiking, but if somebody invites me, I'm down to go. You know what I mean?
Not so much. I'm making excuses.
It's like, my grandma died, and she died 10 years ago. I didn't say when.
You don't gotta lie to kick it. I'm not trying to kick it.
She really died just 10 years ago. It's the anniversary. So, listeners, I have a little bit of a cough, a little bit of the sniffles, so I apologize in advance. I'm also trying something new. So I already feel weird with it. The listeners, there's going to be video. I'm doing video for the first time. I've done it a little bit on other episodes, but the whole episode being recorded. So listeners, I'm sitting side by side, which normally you guys are in front of me.
Right.
So I'm having to like talk, look at my notes, and look left to you guys. It already feels a little weird. But yeah, listeners, I'm going to try to do more and more video.
I like it.
Yeah, I got
I like it too.
I wish we could eat this way.
family days, just like along. If you got like a bunch of
Last
siblings,
supper.
you're all just next to each other.
Complete with the camera in front and everything.
Pass the fucking
Past the
green
butter.
bean casserole.
Damn.
Sounds delicious.
Just take the C and the
that's-
E roll off of green
That's the
bean
bad part.
casserole.
I can't laugh, man, because it makes me cough. So
Oh,
it's already gonna be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Over here.
The
how I feel,
sinus
coughing in my
epidemic,
jacket.
dude.
The what?
The sinus epidemic?
Yeah, I think something's going on because it hasn't gone away, man.
There's
Yeah.
not enough Benadryl in this city to.
It's a bit of
Everybody's using it to cook meth. No, I'm just kidding.
that is an ingredient. I've heard. My friend told me. Saw it online. Cool, man. So the first thing we'll talk about. Do you guys remember how we met?
I remember
Who wants to
meeting
take the
you,
question?
Well, shoot, I remember meeting you directly at a Lava Rock Hookah Lounge.
That's
and
right.
it was your
I
first
remember.
ever comedy set, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I remember
well,
freestyling
yeah.
too.
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
like-
What?
yeah, because it was yours. It was set up for Red Rocket Comedy, and Brooklyn
You
was
were
doing
there,
an open
right?
night.
That one? I know.
Yeah, he was doing open mics with like basically setting up an open mic at Lava Rock.
Yeah.
That was based off of Comedy Asylum's one, except you know what I
Treviso
mean?
also, right?
Yeah, Treviso. Yeah, that's Comedy Asylum. Yeah.
I rubbed my eyes.
Hey, shots fired. I thought he was gonna do the cough and say something like messed up. Come on.
No, I'm also actually.
Well, there you go.
Holy shit.
Technically, it wasn't my first time, first ever. It was my first time in Cruces. But I've only done like 3 or 4. That was the second time I did it. There was actually my last time. I haven't done it. I've only done it a handful of times.
Oh, shit.
It's one of, like we talked about before we started recording, listeners. We talked about having so many hobbies, not just hobbies, but things, non-hobbies, dope shit that you want to do, but you spread yourself so thin. So it's like podcast and, El Paso, and of course just real life shit, and paying the
Cruces,
bills,
exposure.
trying not to be homeless, stuff like that.
No,
The basics.
The basics, you know what I'm saying?
You got to be a person first, man. That's what it comes down to.
I'm
Like,
starting to learn that lesson.
So
catches up.
so I'm like, fuck, I want to do more stand up, but then like I'm the type where some people are naturals, bro. I'm the type where I'm naturally funny, but stand up's a different animal.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You have to
yeah.
fucking rehearse. You have to get your shit down.
Oh yeah. It's all how you point out your joke, how you act throughout your
You have
joke as
to-
well.
the timing,
your delivery,
the delivery,
And it's a
all
whole
that.
story. Like,
Oh,
usually,
yeah.
like, comedy's built off of stories, like, entire experiences. So you've got to be, like, in depth with the shit. Like, you have
Oh,
to.
and have punches throughout. And
Yeah.
Tag
just
them up,
make sure
tag.
people
So,
don't get
so
bored.
it's not just like, but some motherfuckers, it is a little bit easier for them because they're just
Oh, yeah.
naturally the part. I can be funny, but I don't have the the stage thing.
Oh, yeah.
I've never had the swagger. Some people just have that swagger, man.
Well, you know, I feel like it's a phenomenon that happens. Like they have the ability to build like tension and release. Like that's like a big thing in music. You
They're
know what
born
I mean?
with
Like the
that
timing.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Maybelline.
And you even see it in battle rap too. People are just good at like creating like this like momentum that makes people be like, oh, that felt like a big moment, even if it was just they're saying
Getting
something that's
room
not
shakers
that
in
But some
that environment
people
too.
have
Yeah,
it.
same
Like,
concept.
Some people are born with it, though. I feel like certain motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I used to rap, but I never really stuck with it. I stuck with it for a while, but the guys in my crew were better, so we just started promoting. Me and my partner Tito, we started promoting them because I could write all day. I can write bars, but I don't have that stage presence. Some motherfuckers get on stage and they're just like, man,
Right.
you could tell they just feels like they were born for that shit.
Right.
Dude,
With me, I'm
it's-
just there like,
It's a long journey.
you
It took me a long time to not suck at that shit. It took a while.
does
a really
take
long
work
time
still.
of me
Oh,
sucking
yeah.
to be good at that shit.
Yeah,
It takes practice. Well, I don't know. There are people born with it though.
a
Like,
little bit. But
you
even
know,
those, they still got to work out a little bit. Some, but like some people really are born with that shit.
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Those people I shout out because
Those
like
people I fucking hate. And I'm just
Low key same, honestly.
I love you
low-key
guys.
hater of those motherfuckers. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. So yeah, it was basically our listeners. It's a head shop that was in Cruces, and they also have a lava. Not lava.
Yeah, it's like a
hookah
lounge. Yeah,
which
a lounge
closed
area.
down actually.
They could close
sadly.
down.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Fucking.
that's a dope spot.
I know they
Yeah.
were fighting for air, man. That's been a while then.
It was so close to a school, I believe, or a church that they couldn't get their beer or wine license or the
Damn.
liquor license.
Yeah, that's what
so-
hurts you. 'Cause
Yeah.
you need.
Oh yeah.
But liquor licenses are hard to get
Oh,
in
in
New Mexico.
yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah, like motherfuckers be spending like 20,000 for one
Oh,
because they're so
100.
hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
it's
that too.
100,
That's
yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Somebody told me it was some crazy figure. Cool, man. So let's talk about y'all's background a little bit.
Shoot.
Start with Zach.
So I guess my background kind of, before like maybe like a few years ago, I really wasn't doing anything with myself. Like maybe like 2-3 years ago, I started doing music and getting really, really interested in that.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of funny because like everybody in my family is like super musical. Well, I shouldn't say super musical, but they're all pretty good at music. Like both my sisters would sing. My brother, he raps and DJs and does poetry and stuff. My dad sings and plays guitar. My mom can play piano and sing. It was just one of those things. I never even like, and I kind of was like straying away from it. I was like, music is fun, but I'm not gonna do
He's all
that. with my
rebelling
life.
against his parents and shit.
Yeah.
You guys do music, I'm gonna do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I got into
Goes into
rapping.
pottery and shit.
Damn, I'm like, I'm gonna be the best ceramics, best potter ever. Nah, yeah, but I got super into music just like from rapping, man. I just freestyle a bunch, and then I started slowly accruing the stuff I needed for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got a laptop, and then I ended up getting like a cracked version of like FL and started making beats, and then I'd like make mashups on like virtual DJ, and then I moved forward, and like people gave me gear over time, and then like, you know, I got guitars and I got instruments, and then I just started learning this shit. Like honestly, like I'm not like super classically trained, I guess I should say, but I mean I know quite a bit about playing different instruments, and I know some theory and
Seen
like
your videos, man.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, like, and then the studio picked me up, Star City Studios, and now I'm like, I'm working under all these great engineers. I'm becoming a great engineer myself. I feel like I'm learning about production, like actual production, not just beat making, you know, because there's a difference. Like beat makers, like you can make everything on Ableton and be chilling, you know. A producer would be like, you know, somebody asks you like, hey, I want like a real guitar on this track. Like I want it to be like a trap beat or whatever, but I want like a real guitarist. So you go hire a real guitarist and you hire like a real drummer to layer that shit. And like you use the payment that they have given you to accrue all these things and get yourself paid and use the studio time, etc. and so forth. So it's super, super cool, man. Like I'm working amongst like some of the greatest individuals I've ever met in my life as well. My boss is super, super humble. He's super cool, man. Like that guy has done some real ass shit with music. Like he was just up there with Quincy Jones in LA recently. Yeah, like there's a picture of him on his Facebook.
Can we give him a shout out? Can we say his name? Or no?
Yeah. Shout out to Eric Bozeman. He's an amazing boss.
So
and
just
amazing
so
human
the
being.
listeners know, Star City it's called, right? Star City
Yeah,
Studios.
Star City Studios in Ohm Gallery.
Listeners, that's in it's here in El Paso. So Zach comes from Cruces to El Paso. Am I correct?
Yeah, every single day I come
so-
out here. It's 120 West Castellano off of Mesa, and it's a really, really, really nice
To
studio.
the Angry Owl.
Yeah, right next to it.
Or Mesa. Yeah.
And it's a super clean
Executive.
area, man. Like I said, like my boss is super dope. We have a bunch of really talented engineers there too. Like Stan Z works out of there. He's a rapper and musician from El Paso.
Shout out to
He's
Stan
super
Z.
dope.
He'll be on the show this coming Tuesday.
Hell yeah,
That's
and
coming up. Yeah.
Airship Enoch too. He's a really dope engineer, and so is Evan too. Like all these guys, like Matthew Torres, like they're great at what they do. Every single one of them has some aspect of professionality or something to learn from them. So it's like, whoa, it's just different flavors, you know. For different songs, people want different feels and shit like that. I've had some crazy clients over there too, man. Like if you want to talk some stories, I've got some. So
one of the crazy ones.
Oh, okay. So one of the craziest ones too is we had an NFL football player in there. I can't say his name. I didn't even really know his name. He just identified himself by a singular letter. But like, you know what I mean? He was really chill. You know, he was a rapper.
26 different names.
Right. 26 different possibilities. He was super, super cool, man.
All right.
And like,
I'll guess it eventually.
Right. Yeah.
The homie I.
The homie I.
The homie L rolled through.
The homie L. Yeah, dude. Like, so this dude pulls up out of nowhere, super, super late, out of like a really like long black limo. Fucking gets dropped off and everything.
I gotta be black.
Yeah. True though. No, I'm just kidding.
The white limos cost more.
Yeah, what? Holy shit. And bro, he's there to work with one of our engineers, right? And this dude, like, he and I had talked the day before, so I was like, yeah, he's like a chill dude. You know what I mean? He knows I rap. He's like a cool guy. He needs beats and shit, so we'll talk. And I'm sitting there, bro. I'm eating. Like, I'm just chilling at the table because we have a little break room. And this dude pulls out his backpack and just like inside of this, he drops like 2 fucking big old bags of green, like the biggest bags of herb I've ever seen. It was like, holy crap. Like, he drops it on the table and he throws a bunch of backwoods at me.
Looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, this is nothing.
Shit tonight.
And he drops that shit on the table and I'm like, what?
Damn.
And like, he puts a bunch of backwoods on the table and he's like, roll all of it.
Damn.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's the other job of a producer.
Bro, yeah. Like, and I was seconding in the session and I was just like, I can't believe you, like that's so ridiculous, like you're a crazy bastard, but I got you, you know what I mean, like I can roll really well, but yeah, that's one of them too, or like,
and he was an athlete.
Yeah, he was an
football,
athlete,
basketball.
Yeah. He was a football player. He was in the NFL, yeah. He's an ex-NFL
Can we
player.
get a team?
I don't know the team.
He's John Madden.
He came from Chicago.
Shit.
That's all I know. That's all he would tell me. He's like, I flew him from Chicago.
Dude.
And I had my other homie there from Arizona.
Urlacher.
Urlacher. Jeez. I had my other homie
Putting
from
down the
Arizona.
hottest mixtape 2019.
Jesus.
Never know, man. Everybody raps nowadays.
Yeah, for real. And this dude, like, he wasn't bad or anything, I guess, but like, you know, like they ended up having to take vocal chops of what he did and like mix it in. So it sounded good at the end, but like during the time, like he had a little bit of trouble because he was writing in the studio. You can do that, but some cats are just like,
again, like we talked about stage presence, certain motherfuckers can do that. Not everybody can do that shit.
Oh, dude. All right, so
if you can't do that, don't do it.
Right. Well,
it's annoying.
There's some mumble
You're
rappers.
paying for the time. Fuck it.
I don't like mumble rap per se, but there's some mumble rappers who will go in there and drop a 12-track album in like 2 hours.
yeah.
It's so easy to write.
All right. I tried mumble rapping.
Mumble rapping.
Rappling? Damn, dog.
I guess that's the
a
term
new
for it.
genre.
Mumble
rappling.
rapping.
How about that rappling?
It's hard, dude. It's like.
Are you guys? Well, I mean, yeah, you have to know how to do it, you know. So,
Yeah.
but you could figure it out though.
I tried
to study it a
YouTubing
little
that
bit.
shit.
There's a certain cadence. I mean, it's not. I'm sure we could figure it out. Let's put out a comedy album.
I'm
damn.
so down. Mumble rap comedy.
Yeah,
Yo. Become the
Mumble
weird
comedy.
To this day, one of my favorite comedy listeners, check it out. It's a comedy rap song. It's from Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
You never
way.
heard his song?
Nah, never. I've heard a
'Cause
couple
I
of the
forget
songs.
how young
but-
you guys are. Can you say your ages? Is that cool?
27.
Yeah, I'm 25.
Damn, like you guys are fucking
I
young.
just
like,
turned 25
you.
too last
yeah,
week.
so,
I feel very
dude, that
old
song
at
came
27.
out. To me, it feels like yesterday that it came out, but excuse me,
How old
it came-
is this?
I remember Triumph when I was
But
little,
it's
though.
yeah, but the song is hilarious. It's just making fun of celebrities, but it's rap,
Oh.
and but it's clever as fuck. Like the bars are there. Like
Oh,
it's-
shit.
it's,
Dude, there's this guy.
it's a badass song,
There's
and
this
the
guy
chorus
who
is
does
catchy as
comedy.
fuck.
Some weird comedy rap named Orangabang.
Holy fuck.
Like, there's this
That's my
engineer.
porn name.
Damn. Bruh.
My gay porn name.
Bruh.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's the fucking strangest artist I've ever heard. This engineer put me on him,
Orangabang.
and he did work for him.
Orangabang.
The guy is like a redneck,
Sounds
and he
racist
like,
a little bit. See, there you go.
yeah, he's like a redneck, and he's just like rapping about rapping. Like he's just like talking shit about rappers, but he's trying to make it funny. But like his flow is like terrible, and like the beats are like
no.
poorly picked, but it's like mixed really well. Like it sounds professional.
It's got
as fuck.
money. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Some fucking Kid Rock shit.
Kid Rock shit down.
I love Kid Rock.
I like Kid. I listen to 2 songs a lot, but I'm thinking,
Bob?
yeah, Bob with Bob's one of them. And you're welcome to smoke right now if you want.
Yeah.
to.
Hell yeah.
Do you even bob with a bob, bro?
Bang the bang.
I like
boogie.
Bob with a Bob.
Rang the bang
Bull bro.
boogie.
I bang to the bang.
I like
boogie.
Bull God and Bob with a Bob. I'm not even fucking around. I listen to those songs. But he tries to come across as like this broke redneck thing. He's actually fucking rich.
Yeah,
His family
super
is rich. Like they have this mansion. They took a picture of it. He's rich.
You know what I've heard
He
is
should
that
start a burger shop.
You should start something.
Doesn't
what
his-
you call it?
Orangabang.
Orangabang. Yep, that's
Orangaburgers.
Orangaburgers. Orange burgers.
How about you? Oh well, let me ask you this: Are you guys from Cruces?
No.
Yeah, he's not from Cruces.
You are?
From Cruces, yeah.
You're born and raised in
Yeah,
Cruces.
born and raised in Cruces.
All right, let's talk about Brooks's background
What
a little
up,
bit. Where you're
Brooks?
from, how it was growing up there, what got you here.
Okay. Brooks is short for Brooklyn.
Okay. Is there any reason why you spelled it like a retard?
I don't know. I
Broox.
I like
Is that
the
you
X.
trying to be rapidy?
Yeah,
trying to
that's
be
how
black and hip hoppy, right?
You turn the KS into an X, and then boom, you got
Definitely cooler.
3 albums. So
You got 3 albums and you signed to Universal.
Man, before you know it, you're
Dude.
probably signed right now. You don't even know it.
dude, I hope. I really need that money to pay rent, so
Same, man. Same.
I give everyone 95%.
So you're from Brooklyn.
Yes, born and
Holy
raised in
shit.
Brooklyn,
Damn.
Coney Island, Seagate
fuck.
area. It's
yeah.
it's like a little gated community. 'cause-
Torre is from Coney Island.
Who?
Looking Torre, he's a dope ass MC.
Torre.
Torre, he's dope. Check him out.
Oh yeah.
He has a few albums, but he has an album with Marco Polo. It's really dope.
Oh, Marco
Oh,
Polo
shit.
is
Marco Polo
fucking
did all the
sick.
beats. Excuse me, but go ahead. I'm
Damn.
sorry.
So yeah, so basically I grew up there, went to Egbert in Staten Island.
What's
Yeah,
Egbert?
it's a
city?
intermediate school. It's where
Oh.
all my bullies were.
Sounds like a special school. Like,
No, it really was.
I got Egbert.
I went to Egbert
I did-
Academy.
I called it intermediate school number 2 because
Damn.
that's the public name for it.
Emphasis on the number 2.
It was like I forgot our motto. It's like even though we're number 2, we're number 1. Or like
Damn.
some like yeah, it was more
They
depressing.
say we're
than-
number 2 because we're the shit.
Yeah, I
Damn.
wish
Get
that
it?
was our motto. Our football team would have got more wins.
Damn.
You got a football team?
Yeah, dude.
That alone is surprising.
But-
We didn't have grass on it. Don't get me.
Playing on the basketball court.
There's a Christian football team.
So
that
what
they
happened,
play on
man?
basketball
I
court.
mean, okay. So how was it growing up there?
Honestly, it was pretty good until I started messing up in high school, like cutting
shit,
Oh,
school.
right.
So I got sent to a military school.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and
How was that?
It was pretty dope. I was still a fuck up. So, like,
Nothing changed.
yeah, nothing changed. I learned how to hustle.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, they fucked up on my ID. That wasn't my fault. But it said that I was 18 and I still had civilian clothes, so I'd sneak out
Holy
and
shit.
buy kids cigarettes. And then we'd get a little allowance every Friday, and I'd sell them cigarettes.
Nice.
So, you know,
hustling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
How old
to.
were you at this point?
I was about 16, 15,
Okay,
16. And then I got kicked out of there.
Damn.
And then I got my GED. I should have just done that when I was 14.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Probably get it. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure it's easy. I've never done it, but
it's very easy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's easier than the ASVAB for the Army. And the Army would take anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like I was an infantry high school student. You know,
Yeah.
like,
you're ready.
A ROTC? Were you a ROTC?
I was.
Oh,
I was
Damn.
forced. I went to military school.
Oh wow! I
The
didn't
whole
even think
everybody's a
about that.
Razzie. Everybody in that school is a Razzie.
Even the teachers.
Damn, they're the guest stoppos.
It's a prerequisite to that. You gotta be in Razzie.
10 push-ups.
Damn.
Didn't do your homework. 10 push-ups. Oh, I don't know where it's at, honestly.
It's probably over there. You're more than welcome to get up.
All right. Hell yeah.
Get it.
My bad.
I got it.
I'm
We
gonna
got
send you kids.
We'll take a pause.
these degenerates are smoking cigarettes in the studio.
We're
here,
smoking
quote
with
unquote,
cigarettes.
So Brooks is getting up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I
Getting the
appreciate
lighter that was left.
He's
You know what?
getting
Check
the
real
fire.
quick. Is it recording the video?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
check-
Good call.
'Cause I'm pretty sure I pressed record, but
Yeah, we're at 27 minutes.
okay, cool.
Oh,
I had it a little bit before that, but yeah,
that's cool.
about 20 minutes or so. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so ROTC military school.
So yeah, so let's fast forward. So my mom and dad are divorced. They come from a broken home.
I can't tell.
No, I don't get anything.
My
You think
goodness.
I'd get 2 gifts on Christmas?
No, I'm just saying you look disturbed. Like,
I am
you
very
look a
disturbed.
disturbing person.
I
Like.
have glasses on without lenses. So
I just
Yeah,
noticed
same.
that.
that should.
So I'm
that
like,
should
yeah,
tell
that's a
you
broken home.
something.
Hey, trust me, I'm the same. Neither one of my parents wanted me. I ended up with my
Aw,
grandma.
shit.
So.
Dude, same. Shout out to
Okay.
our
Yeah,
grandmas.
fuck yeah.
Shout out to the
Big
grams.
shout out.
Got more Mexican grams at the table than Loteria.
Oh shit!
That what?
I got more Mexican grams like Thanksgiving.
Oh, I see
It's
what
like more
you're saying.
Mexican grams at the table than Loteria.
So my mom moved out here, and she told me all about New Mexico, Las Cruces.
It's the land of enchantment. It's a magical place.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, no,
magical
she's
The way you made it sound, and she told me all about it.
dude, it sounded amazing. She's like, rent's cheap. You could go to school cheap. The girls are gorgeous. The weed is cheap.
Those
She didn't
are
say
all
that
honest.
last part. I found that out for myself.
I was like, "That your mom."
No, I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm
Again with the racial.
That's
yeah.
racist. Yeah.
I wish I was a wolf.
Is that why this guy with an X, the Brooks,
Yeah,
want to be a black
yeah.
sheep, man?
American History X. That's why he is the X. No,
That's a good joke.
This is Brooklyn history.
Knuckles.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good.
But so I moved out here. I went to NMSU.
Cool.
I've always had that, like, I don't know, like I love telling jokes. I love seeing people laugh. So I was living in a trailer with my homies, one of my roommates right here
Yeah.
at the time. And
Where'd you guys meet? I didn't miss you.
Actually, through that trailer
Yeah.
park.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's a funny story. I'm like, so
history.
Yeah,
it's
that's,
all
that's what we want to record. That's what we want to
Perfect.
get.
dude, yeah, we lived with 5 people in like a 3-bedroom trailer. Me and my buddy Cody, we lived together originally. We both moved out together, and we had this trailer in a trailer park next to our friend who his parents owned the trailer park and stuff.
Shout out to Nighthawk.
Yeah, shout
He's
out
up
to
in
Nighthawk.
heaven now. But
Oh shit.
Yeah, he passed away like 2 years ago at this point, I think. And
Nice name.
but yeah, like that's his nickname. It's easier to know him by
Step
that.
brothers call
Yeah.
me Nighthawk.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he had a really common name, and like he used to work at a call center, and everybody would like call him like his name would get confused, so he'd be like, "Call me Jay," and then there's another Jay, and then like he's just like, screw it, just call me Nighthawk. Yeah, and then people
Tells the customers that shit.
yeah, no, he wouldn't. They'd be like, "Are you Native American?" He'd be like, honestly, he was just like after a while, like, "Yeah, I'm Native
Sure.
American. It's a Native name, like fuck off,"
I love that kind of person.
Call it that.
But yeah, and everybody
Kinda
called him
love
it. He was a really cool motherfucker, man. But like there was an open trailer right next to his. Me and Cody moved in. Me and Cody were eventually like, all right, like we're not gonna do this anymore because he quit his job and was doing other stuff. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna go do me. He moves into Nighthawk's house. Nighthawk ends up like having to go like serve time for whatever. I think he's on probation or something.
Yeah.
So basically, like it was between us to kind of like take care of the house. You know what I mean? All of us that were left over. So Brooklyn and I both worked his job. We took over his job because he worked at the trailer park he lived at.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So like
It was a dope job.
it was
Shout out to
dope.
Kyle. He
Yeah,
taught
shout-
us everything we know about HVAC and trailers.
Holy shit.
Bro,
There you go.
he's the original fucking gangster. Kyle is like the one that got us through our days.
Yeah.
Like we'd work our asses off, and then like we'd
He'd
take
make sure
moments-
we were up at 8 a.m. to go to work.
Fuck yeah, and he'd
Like,
get there early to wake us
a
up.
good
and
friend.
shit. Yeah, he was a
That's
other
how you
guy.
guys met.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met because Brooklyn had come back from Vegas actually at the time. He needed a spot to crash at so we could get on his feet. So Hawk basically was like, "Yeah, dude, you can totally stay over." But then when Hawk
Couch
disappeared,
surfing. Well, it wasn't even a couch. Air mattress surfing.
air mattress surfing.
That got popped on the daily.
Depending on the quality of the air mattress, that could be good or bad.
Nah,
We went
I'm
through
not
a few
asking-
air mattresses.
that thing was completely deflated. Like all of us lived in this house together. It was really
It
close
was actually
quarters.
a
and
bunch
shit.
of floaties.
Yeah. It should have been.
Tape them together and
Should've been-
shit.
yeah, the floaties would have been better, bro. Everybody was a guy on the couch at one time, though. You know what I mean? It's
I've been
kind of
there,
funny.
man.
But that's actually how I got into music too. Was because Cody was a musician, and then he and I got into music together.
Dope producer.
Yeah, he's a really dope producer. He and I don't really talk too much anymore, but he's a really fucking good guy. Like, his music is tight, and he's the one who showed me because his dad was like a tester for like all this different stuff. Like so, and he was also an engineer too, so he kind of put us on game early.
Yeah.
And from there too, that's kind of actually what sparked like where I'm at now too. But like, yeah, like me and him met through that, and we would have so many crazy parties. This tiny trailer, bro. Like it was ridiculously small. There were like 5 of us living in there.
Well, like 30, 40 people parties that like shoulder to shoulder in a trailer.
Yeah, you got your elbows in somebody's cleavage
What-
on
yeah.
accident. every
What
Friday.
area is this in, man?
Over
Las Cruces.
I
Las
know, but
Cruces,
where? Because I
like-
lived there for a
like
couple years.
Elks?
Elks area, yeah.
have no
Zia
idea
Shadows
what's
was actually where we were at the time. I think that they're under new management and stuff like that too. So like
what side of Cruces?
kind of North
Main Street-ish?
near
Yeah.
70, but
Oh,
not
okay.
on 70.
Main up Maine?
Yeah, like by that Walgreens, that's sketchy as fuck.
It's near towards like Jornada Elementary and shit like that.
I once saw a meth head at that Walgreens,
Bro.
and she was cute. She was cute.
I hit.
I almost spit my fucking drink out. So,
Sounds really hot, meth.
She asked if she could go home with me. I thought about it because I saw her a lot. Like her ride just leave her there.
Oh shit.
So I was like, I felt bad, but I didn't.
Trying
I
to
didn't
be a
do
good
it.
Samaritan.
Yeah, I know.
Wink, wink.
She was like 25, looking 40. You know.
But still kind of cute.
Yeah, still kind of. She still had that spaz. You know. A
cute
little-
meth head. That's a hot
It's
rail.
a twinkle in her eye.
Yeah.
It's called life.
Or give her your hot
I'm gonna
rail.
get my box of tissue real quick.
Hell yeah.
Keep following the background story there.
Jesus.
But yeah. So at that time, your brother actually put on a open mic night at NMSU.
I remember that.
And that was my first time going on stage, and I told the story of
too.
living
there. Oh yeah, because dude, so like Cody was dating a stripper at the time, man, and she was nuts. Like all sorts of crazy shit happened to this girl, and we all like shared cars because we all lived together. And there's like so originally started with like 3 of us living in this house, and then one of our homies ended up getting robbed, and he was just like super paranoid. He's like, I don't want to stay at my pad no more. Can I
I'll
crash
pay
here?
rent. Yeah.
Yeah, and he helped us with bills all the
Yeah.
time. He'd cook down. He was,
Shout out to Derek. He had a
Yeah.
kid, and now he's being a dad.
He's a
and-
changed man, my
Yeah.
dude. He's a completely changed man. Like we were all up in so much crazy shit, but like yeah, like Cody was dating like a stripper, and she'd always be fucking like I don't know.
Cassidy.
They would roll and rave all the time, bro.
Shouts
So,
to Cassidy.
Yeah, fuck Cassidy.
yeah, she ended up flipping on us and being like not a good person.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
was
no.
fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, like one time I remember, like basically she was like, so Cody's like a really big dude. He's kind of like an enforcer type dude. It was funny because
Yeah.
this girl got roofied at the strip club that she
shit.
worked at. So we were like, all right,
Of course
like,
you did.
right, yeah.
It's Cassidy.
Cody was like, all right, I'll be your security. Just pay me gas, basically. We'll hang out there. And dude,
He
like,
just wanted to chill at the strip club.
yeah, this is the
He was going every night.
yeah, facts.
Dude, he'd like try to take us with him. Like
was
I
so
could only
trash.
go to
So
the
he
strip
doesn't
club.
look like such a
Yeah.
I don't even like strip
But
clubs,
it,
honestly.
It was
Neither
a
do
dope
I. It's pretty
experience
boring,
because
yeah.
I think
strippers
it's
were
kinda
bringing
gay, dude.
us beer and like us drinks, and
Mhm.
like they were taking it from other people's tables. It had a rock star status.
It did
to
have
like-
a really nice vibe
That
to
part's
it.
cool. I'll take the drinks. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
Free drinks, free dances,
And you
I'll
could
do that
meet
all
some
day.
girls too. Yeah, like,
Give me
like
some
that
really
break
nice
couple
Christian girls.
times. Yeah, some nice Christian girls you could take
Girls
home.
you wanna
tomorrow.
take- yeah, exactly. Mama said.
Oh yeah, man. What else? So you're okay. So now at that point you're living in Cruces. You're born and raised in Cruces. Zach over here. I want to talk about. Let's go into some of the hippity hoppity stuff, the rap, any kind of projects that we're working on. But also,
Oh, man.
we talked about your name, Brooks. You know, you explained it. So let's talk about can you tell the listeners what your stage name is? That
Oh
you
yeah,
use?
yeah, yeah. The stage name I use is Saint Nobody.
And then
It's,
how you got it, explain it, tell a story behind that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like those kind of stories.
That's
Those
cool.
are for me. You know what I mean?
I actually came up with Saint Nobody because it's a little bit of a play on the words ain't nobody.
And
like
also,
I
is
ain't
there a
shit
more
type.
emo name out there or no?
I know, bro. You know how
Emo
many,
sounding.
so many jokes about it too, bro. I'm like, and I know that it's like a long name, and I'm like, well, it's stuck already. So I'm
It sounds cool though. I like it.
But yeah, like it's like a play on the words like ain't nobody, like I ain't nobody, like I ain't shit. So it's like kind of like a sense of like wanting to be the nobody in somebody's life because I feel like good deeds aren't
You're
measured. in
pretending to
credit.
be humble. I get it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's the most
Fake
unhumble
humility,
thing.
I
you
get
could
it.
do.
You get it. Because like when you do good for somebody, you don't like want to get credit for it.
Yeah,
You know
we
how
don't
people
want- no,
like
I
go
get it.
live giving a homeless man a sandwich and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, bro, that's
All
stupid.
jokes aside, yeah, that's it's
that's what the thought
true good deeds
Don't require
acknowledgement.
Humanitarianism.
Yeah, but you also
This thing.
I have friends that are actually really good people, but even they sometimes like, oh, I'm so fed up with people not appreciating. It's like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And if
Right,
you want
yeah,
appreciation
exactly.
and acknowledgement, if you're gonna be good, just be good to be good.
Right,
And if not,
exactly.
Don't
shut the fuck
expect
up, stop
anything
bitching.
back.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, everything is intention too. That's even why I like the way that I feel about that too with good actions and good deeds. Like it's all about where it comes from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You want to be doing good from a
Intention.
good place.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, I mean, ever since then too, I used to even like, because I thought of the name like a while back. Like I remember seeing this billboard that said like, "Who will be your saint? Who will be your savior?" And it had like a fucking like face that
Jesus
was
Christ,
coming out.
duh.
Yeah, and I was like,
Any other name, you have to
I'm
kick
Jewish.
you out, dog. You gotta kick
I was
you
like
out.
Saint without a name. You know, Saint without a name is a cool name. So I would like I used
Saint
to kind of
sounds
tag.
cool.
Yeah, Saint is cool, but everybody uses Saint. So I used to tag
Okay.
and I would do Swan. It was Saint without a name. So you know what I mean. So I do little throwies with that. But yeah,
So you think you're a
honestly-
saint?
Yeah, no, not at all. Dude,
Humble thinking, dog.
I'm only saying.
Some guy wants to be a saint. Yeah, when I die, you better saint me. Canonize me, they call
Yeah,
it.
canonizing. Yeah.
What's canonizing?
Being made a saint.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
person
the
that dies
process
like
of
a
becoming
lord?
one. Yeah, like a
Well,
lord.
they just say it. Like, you're dead already, but the church decides this motherfucker's a saint now.
How
Yeah,
did
they-
they decide? Like, how big's that donation, bro?
And then your family, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, a few cows, some apples.
Chickens.
And shit.
Yeah.
They throw some holy water on your body and be like, he was a saint. Now forget all the terrible shit
Yeah,
he
basically.
did. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I know a lot of people get my name confused with like religious connections and stuff. I'm like, there's no religious connection there whatsoever.
Dude, I have a similar thing because I have a
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but when I wear my shit out, I wear my t-shirts with my logo.
Oh my god.
Older people, like I'll be at a restaurant. Oh, they'll come up to me and like, oh, I like your shirt. What's it from? Because it's my face. I don't know if you've seen the logo.
Yeah. You see
But
the
it
beard
looks,
and
you
shit.
see a bearded dude. They think it's Christ.
Oh,
And it's
actually,
called
yes,
Sweet
I
Jesus.
have. Hell yeah.
And I have to just tell them. I don't have the heart to tell them it's some asshole with a fucking talk show.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a Christian show I listen to. Like it's happened.
Check it out.
It's happened a handful. I'm not saying it's happened a million times, but it's happened about a good 5-6 times.
Just put
bro.
your hand on the shoulder, like,
And
may
that's
God
all-
be with you. And with you.
Can you pray for me?
Yeah, definitely pray for me twice if you can.
So yeah, I know what you're saying with that one, man. But it's just like I never thought that was gonna happen.
But it gets flipped all the time to in battle rap. Like nobody flips or like but that's kind of why I did
Yeah.
it is because like I've got a lot of different like ways of like countering that.
Coming
But
back,
yeah.
yeah.
But there are definitely some times where people get me and I'm like, damn, that was good. This dude Pyrex I battled, he's fucking sick. He had this one where he was taking a flip on the Kendrick Lamar bar, like you ain't nobody till somebody kills you. You know what I mean? He kept saying, he's like, and to tell the truth, dog, I don't really feel you because you ain't nobody till somebody kills you. And I was like,
shit.
fuck.
That was a song by Biggie.
Oh, that's
second
cool.
album. You're nobody till somebody
Damn, I
kills
didn't even know
you.
that went
That's
back
a
further.
chorus, but I believe that's even
Damn.
from something else. I don't know if it's some Frank Sinatra shit. He just
Damn.
flipped it. Like if you do the research,
It
that's
goes
the,
deep
That's
then,
the thing
holy
about
shit.
yeah. Kendrick's not the first,
Okay,
not even
definitely.
close.
That was the first thing I
But
thought
I
of,
think
though.
even Biggie got it like more from something else, and I think he twisted it a little bit.
That's
do
cool.
see if you can do the research on that one.
Yeah,
if
no,
I had
no,
one of
no.
my co-hosts, sometimes I have a co-host, I'll have him look it up, but I don't have it right now.
I know you don't have
But
the Jamie
listeners,
Chin.
but no, and it brings me to just another topic, you know, with bars, like because it's even happened to me, where I'm like, yeah, when Nas said this or whoever, and it turns out they kind of borrowed it from something else.
Oh yeah, see,
See what's
That's all
the
about
story,
music.
Brooks? Tell it. He's looking it up on his
Oh,
phone.
he just
I
found
got
the
the lyrics,
from
but-
Biggie.
but
See if
I-
it goes any deeper.
but yeah, okay. But I
like,
bet you
keep
he
going
gets. I
down?
think he gets it from something else too. I think.
Yeah, because if you look through those options, I'll bet you anything there's gonna be some
I
sort
think.
of like, hey, look, it came from something else.
Yeah.
It's
So
Wikipedia, this shit.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
yeah. So like,
Oh, it came from
just-
a film, I think.
That's like hip hop nerd
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, it came
What
from
is
a
it?
film originally.
It's a film. Okay.
Yeah, Michael A. Pickney, New York
What-
City.
what movie
Spike
is it?
Lee. It's a Spike Lee movie.
Which fucking movie is it?
Well, that's literally what it's called. It's called You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
I'm just trying. Yeah, because it's happened. Because the listeners, just real quick, this is nerd shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Not all the listeners are gonna like
Damn, it
this
had
shit.
Big Daddy Kane
In
and
the
Lover.
movie.
But watch, I'm a nerd, man. I'm a hip hop nerd. Seems like you guys are to some degree,
Yeah.
right? And only the nerds that are listening right now will appreciate this. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of shit, bars, and different ideas that you think they came up with, like your heroes, and then you like look into it. But I like digging. And
Right.
then
Yeah.
I'm
It
from the
stems
era
down.
of before internet, so it was like even harder. I'd have to like go
Right.
to,
Like actually go
magazines,
to the
books.
vinyl store, like
Right.
the record store.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
talk to people, like some older homie would tell me, oh no, that's actually from this and
That's
that.
cool.
Now we got the
Damn.
internet. But yeah, man, yeah, that's
Callbacks in music are really like
Yeah.
common. Everybody quotes each other, you know what I mean? And even
Yeah.
then, like I feel like people will slide references of movies to
Oh,
into
yeah.
bars.
It's
like,
history
you know what I mean?
repeating
Itself.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeating
Over-
each other.
repeating
oh my
each other.
goodness. You all right, man?
Dude.
This guy's getting drunk off this damn ginseng shit.
I know, huh? We got that
gluten
sing tea.
free, bro. That's that
Bur-
gluten
bur-
free.
bur- that Egbert shit,
That
dog.
Egbert
Dude.
shit, dog.
Hit me. The sixth grade's coming back. Bullies.
Dude.
Damn. All
We're
right.
wearing the geek glasses too already.
Dude, I just noticed you guys got these fucking glasses.
Dude, it's actually gonna be part of the marketing. I started DJing. So me and our mutual friend Ryan, we started a collab called Geeked, and basically we're kind of a cult kind of
Oh, shit.
not a cult, but like
Cult following.
Yeah, cult following.
That's the
You know,
words.
like we'll dress up as the geek. You know, bow tie, suspenders, white shirt. You know, black crease pants,
And pocket protectors.
Yep, exactly.
Listeners, I mean, you'll see it on the video, you'll see it on the pictures, but they're wearing glasses with in the middle is
tape.
wrapped up.
The
with
tape in the middle.
So on Wish.com, thank God for Wish.com, man.
That's not where you got them?
Yeah, so it's like I'm marketing, right? Marketing's everything. So it's like you'll be seeing a lot of these.
It's gonna be the fucking logos. Dude, it wasn't Wish, but just drunken late night impulse by Amazon. I had Photoshop those Thug Life glasses onto myself.
Oh no way!
Yeah, I saw
Picture, and then I was like drunk.
You found them?
And I was like, I wonder if they make them. Sure enough, they make them, dog. And I got pictures of me wearing them. Or I got them, but they're in my car. But yeah,
That's
man, the
funny.
Thug Life 8-bit shit.
Dude, those go hard, dude.
Yeah, they're like, you can't wear them like all day because they're the most, they're cheap plastic.
Wear them in the club.
But for I know, right? But for pictures, they're fucking hilarious.
Oh, hell
but they
yeah.
make them. They got these fucking
That
Thug
goes
Life glasses,
hard.
yeah. So don't steal my ideas and shit.
No. I might want to wear them though.
I should have brought them down. I should have put them like right here in front of on the table.
Hell yeah.
They actually have those at like Walmart too. They've got like the pixelated Thug Life glasses
they?
for
Oh,
Halloween
shit.
costumes.
It's like Minecraft.
It's like Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like a Minecraft thing now.
I don't, I wouldn't, I mean, you know how it is nowadays. It's just
I get
fucking
you.
online shopping. Boom, boom, boom.
At this club at the Green Door, dude, people wear. Sometimes they don't wear anything.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like
Everything in between.
Hardcore.
So
So it's like every time, like, because we're talking online through the group chat, it keeps talking about that venue. I didn't even know about it, but then my
dude.
homie told me the other day.
it is.
But you're into
dope,
that,
man.
Is it mostly electronic or EDM shit?
Yes. Okay. Shouts out to Ascension Collective. Dude, they're making a movement in the electronic scene in El Paso. They're getting artists that haven't been here before. They're getting artists that haven't been here in a while, just because of how well they promote, how well they organize these events.
They're literally giving the whole Southwest exposure right now too.
Yeah, like it's insane. They're partnered with Los Angeles, which is huge. You know,
that's the heart, man.
And basically this venue is just it's an awesome venue. It holds 1,200 people. The bar, double bars, you know, the people who work there are amazing. Just the vibes are spectacular.
How much did they pay you to say this?
No, it's free, dude. I'm losing money right now.
Actually, losing what you're talking about.
But no, I have nothing but love and respect for these guys for what they're doing, and they're putting on locals, which is huge too. You know,
Yeah.
So
Shouts to all the promoters, man, in general. People think it's, glamorous job. A lot of times it is in some ways, but there's a lot of hard work behind it.
Yeah.
I know from my experience. I mean, people know, younger people know me from the podcast, but older folks, I was a promoter. We used to bring hip hop shows to El Paso, like pretty decent underground shit.
Yeah, I remember you brought out like Idea, you brought out Prodigy, you brought out like
Mobb Deep in
Wood,
general. Yeah. A bunch, but before that, like a bunch. So
That's nutty.
it's just I always, have respect for other promoters too. Plus on the electronica tip.
It's
my
a
boy
forward-
Joe is a promoter. He owns Chili Clip Try I Love You.
Oh, yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
boy. He's been
Legit
bringing
Alpha.
shit for fucking years.
he's part of Ascension, Legit Alpha, and he's played there. And
Okay.
dude, we
They
want
sponsor
to
a
go
Bunch
back.
of them. Like that's not my scene for the most part, but I mean my boys at BNS have brought shit.
Oh, the white girls there.
Who? What?
Oof. The
talking
white
about?
girls, the Mexican girls.
Yeah, that's
oh
it.
my god, bro.
just the women
Like,
at the
I
raves
don't,
are
I don't need a
ridiculous.
Tinder account anymore, dog. Let's go to
Just flash
go
them
to a
dimples. I see them dimples there,
dude.
folks.
Most of them
showing
are
us,
already,
yeah,
yeah.
like they got little pasties on, this little Hershey Kiss, fucking.
This guy's getting excited, dog.
Yeah, I'm getting half a chub just
Something's going on. Let me see. Picture
from
didn't happen.
quarter to half
Picture
already.
didn't happen.
We're at 2 solid
We need
inches right
something
now.
for the. We need a picture for the thumbnail. This is quarter jump over under the jeans.
It's too much space on the picture.
All right, man.
Small chode gang.
Small G's. The 2-inch Punisher.
Let's talk about. You guys have something. I don't know who was involved. You guys break down the deets, but you have something called the Las Cruces Rap Battle League.
Oh yeah.
From 1 to 10, you know, 10 being the worst, how much of a big waste of time is it?
0.
Shit. Man, there are some times where I fucking love it, bro, and there's times where I fucking hate it. I'm
That's
like,
a promoter shit. I used to fucking hate it sometimes.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Because
dealing
like
with people, personalities. Oh my
The
god.
events
For
are great,
promotion,
And I'm just ball
dude.
busting, listeners. I'm just busting their balls.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, talk about it, man. Explain what it is.
I love the events, man.
I just love anybody that's like doing shit because it does take a lot of work. Can I have one of those, man?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
go
dude.
for it, go for it. Whatever you want, man.
You want a menthol?
Smoking cigarettes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Doesn't matter. I'm down. Yeah, but please talk about it in detail, man, because
So CBL Cruces
it's
Battle League
dope
was
what you're
founded
doing.
by me and my crew, which was me, Brooks, Spaz, Taz, and Ideal. Shouts out to all of them, man. Oh yeah, and I forgot Ryan as well. Ryan
Joe's
has
been on the
a huge-
show before with the whole desert heat. crew.
Yeah, I remember he told me about that a long time ago. He's an older mover and shaker. He's been in the
hell
hip hop
yeah.
scene for
That's
a
your
really long
next
time.
opponent.
Yeah, my next opponent
oh.
too. We moved Payback back a month too. Our next event is actually going to be around January, February.
Okay.
We were going to have it in December, but I thought it'd be a little bit better to move it back so we could get everybody
It's
on
better,
level,
man,
too.
because the holidays fuck everything up.
Everything, dude. Last Payback was an amazing event, but like planning wise and logistics wise, it was a fucking nightmare. Like,
Hey, Brooks, then I have to interrupt you. Can you give me the other ashtray?
Yeah,
please?
of course,
Since
bro.
you're on the edge there.
and
The
like,
ergonomics, it's not too ergonomically
I know.
efficient here.
I
It's
appreciate you too, Brooks. But yeah, Cruces Rap Battle League, or CBL as we call it for short, was started off of the same kind of format that King of the Dot and UBR follow. So UBR, Universal Battle Realm, is our neighbors to the north. Actually, they're a huge rap battle league up in Albuquerque, and I started battling out there for a little bit. So it's acapella, no beats, all written, and like you get like a time limit. You know what I mean? And it's usually like it depending on if you make a name for yourself. You know what I mean? It's generally like for the most part free, but like if you are making a name for yourself, people pay to fly you out to different spots and other spots in the
Sponsor
world.
shit.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like it's like
When
fighters.
did what made you guys want to start it? Who started it? Give us
Oh,
the
yeah.
details as far as the background of it.
So
things
it
that.
like Cruces
UBR
Battle League originally
story.
started. Yeah, like CBL actually started. I was the first one to come up with it. It was my brainchild, and it was midway through. I was like, you know what? I need to get better at this. So I want to bring the battle rap to me instead of having to drive to Albuquerque all the time.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
So I thought it'd be easier just for me to reach out because I know a bunch of rappers. I'm a rapper. There's all these people I know who I could reach out to easily. And even then too, I got a lot of my friends who don't even rap involved in it. Like Brooks is getting pretty fucking good, man. It's taken a couple battles for him to find his sea legs, but he's really making moves with it now.
It's similar to comedy, but it's not. It's,
Well, I mean, real
Agreed.
quick, I still want you to stick to that story, but
yeah.
you know, when I had who was it? Defy was on the show. You guys were on there, and you spit some acapellas and shit.
Oh,
and his
yeah.
verse is dope as fuck as well.
Hell
oh, dude, that was my written, bro.
No, but that's dope.
the only
Shit.
written I have.
I like
shit.
writtens more. Fuck the off the top shit. Like,
Yeah, sometimes
unless
it's
you're
fun.
really good off the top, I tell people like, do an acapella, and I tell them straight up, do what's best. Don't go off the top if you suck it off the top.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I feel that too. Like it's
I
one of those
love
things where
writtens.
it's like,
Oh, you had some bars in there.
Dude, I felt very overwhelmed. I was in a room
Well, you're
full
in
of
the-
rappers.
You're in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, Defy alone, that's great.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Wake Self was
yeah,
there, dude.
No,
no,
he
it
wasn't
wasn't.
there.
That was Jay Scribe
No,
and
you're
Watch-
right, Jay Scribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, all white people look alike. We get it.
I know, it's true.
Rest in
Or
peace to Wake
no,
too.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wake-
god, I
rest
don't
in
want to
peace,
go
Wake
there.
Self.
I know, dude. It's so sad. Like
I
that
was
shit
getting
did
choked
fuck
up
me
driving
up.
to Meow Wolf because but I'm not gonna
Thinking
go there
about
because I get choked up easily.
I know. I feel you about that. That shit.
It
hit
was
me
the
hard,
homies
bro.
from the West Coast. Jay
Jay Scribe
Scribe.
and Watts Real. Yeah.
Watts Real.
I still keep in contact with Watts Real. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he
I
was
Jay
wish
Scribe
Scribe
too.
Drake was
dude.
still alive so I could tell him, hey, this guy confused you for these other dudes.
I know, huh?
Dude,
Bro, I was so
he
proud he
played
just
the
got
next
signed.
show at Defy in Cruces.
I wish
Yeah, that's-
Wake. That's one of the guys that just never got on the show because he's always just traveling, and Defy happened to be passing through, and we made it happen. So,
Well, you know,
rest in peace,
Wake and
though.
Def Fire are the reason I rap. Like, honestly, like,
Word.
that's not even like a
Oh, yeah,
joke.
yeah,
I
you
went to the
told me.
Illegal Art Show and, like, I saw a Definition Rare performing, bro, and that shit changed my whole
Fuck
fucking
yeah,
life.
dude.
Like, and even then, that's where I met Taz, even though I didn't know it. He was battle rapping there, and he was battle rapping longer than I have. He battled Drew that day at that same event.
Okay.
And he lost, he choked, but it was still a good match. Taz had been killing motherfuckers before that. Shout out to him, dude.
I like
he
how I
works
say he
hard.
choked though. Shots fired and
Yeah,
shit.
no, we already battled. He already knows. Like, no, just kidding. That was a close one too. There, a lot of people said Taz won, and I kind of feel like that too.
So who started it though?
Oh, I started the
your
league, yeah.
brainchild.
And then me and my friends helped,
the
like
crew
with
helping out.
Yeah, exactly. And the first event was Smokestorm. We had it originally at the warehouse.
Yeah, the G.I.
as a
Joe
Wednesday
character.
night.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no, what?
No. It was the one that like it had like a multicolored smoke on the car.
Oh,
and
is that the name of the event?
No, yeah.
Or
The name of the event was
okay.
Smokestorm. Yeah.
At Hurricane Alley.
Yeah. And we it was crazy.
Warehouse, is that the...
Yeah, the
Yeah.
where that shut down.
One of the few
Yeah.
Oh, it shut down too?
Yeah, the owners are at
Club
the
30.
Ramada now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, in Las Cruces, they do things in hotels.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
I used to date her niece.
Oh yeah, the owner.
Yeah, and
All
then I
Shouts
went
to
in.
the niece, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, not really.
Shout out to her now.
The
It's a
owner-
joke
the-
shot.
the
Stop
owner-
shitting on my jokes, bro. Aren't you a comedian,
I'm
motherfucker?
trying to fuck the aunt, dog.
That too. Shit.
Yeah.
Let me have her next.
She
No, I'm
owns
just
a
kidding.
club.
Just kidding. Bro.
Shout out. She's really cute though, but at the same time, too, I'm like,
Oh,
oh, shit.
yeah, I'm good. But I gotta make jokes.
The Eiffel Tower. This hope.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
French or what? What's going on?
Fuck it.
I don't get the reference. She French.
Wee
He says,
wee,
"Oh,
dog. She wants the double wee.
Jesus. Both wees.
My winger's more like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Weird little crookedness to it, you know?
My
Gives
wee
it
is
character.
crusty like
It's a
pizza.
character. I'm
like
talking about your
pizza.
butthole like that, dog. It's right there. It can hear you. Bro.
I can hear you.
It's the chair, bro.
I can hear the crusty movement every time you move a little bit. Yeah, no, I got an extra pair of
distortion.
drawers.
You crunch it. You crunch when you're
It's not.
your butt rubs.
The mics aren't hot. It's crusty over here.
It's just crusty.
Crusty Egbert, new
Dude.
MC name, new rapper name,
Bro.
Crusty Egbert.
I'm gonna start a folk punk band named that. Crusty
That
Egbert.
might be the first album, bro.
Folk punk metal, dog.
Yeah, let's do it. Crust punk. We'll be the front man. Bro, I saw this
the Crust
picture one
Crew.
time where it was like it was like crust punk musicians be like, and there's two dudes in the studio, and one's like, "What key are we in?" The other one's like, "No, we don't do that here."
Cues.
And I was like, Jesus fucking
And
Christ.
that sounds about right though.
There's actually a really crazy crust punk musician who came from Las Cruces.
There's
The Wanga Banger. What's his name?
No, his name
there's
was
a genre called crust
I
punk.
thought he was
It's
joking.
folk, no, I'm serious. I'm joking. I mean, not joking. It's folk punk. It's folk punk.
Orangutan
And
I thought he was
featuring
kidding.
Nah, not
Egbert.
even.
But I'm not surprised because there's so many genres and subgenres.
There's a
nowadays.
guy. It was like Johnny Hobo and the Train Cars or something like that. He came from
okay.
Cruces, and he wrote a song about
It's
Las
like
Cruces. I was like, what the fuck?
indie-ish.
Like indie, but
Oh,
it's
that's has
folk
to be indie.
punk.
Nobody's gonna put money on
Dude,
that.
that's some sad music, bro. I've
Some of it
cried in
is, some of it's
Whataburger parking lots.
I don't know.
With that, no, in the Walgreens with that meth chick.
Damn.
No, I was all happy. I
You
think
guys were listening it together and shit.
Like
It was
the
on
Tinder
her
thing pops
shuffle.
up. It's a match.
she still had an iPod
She had an
shuffle.
iPod
She was doing
Charged
the
at the
iPod
Walgreens.
shuffle.
That's the name of her dance.
Yeah, the iPod
Dude, the
shuffle.
iPod shuffle.
She puts her meth out during full moon.
Yeah. Now you got my mouth watering.
My God. Oh,
To
yeah.
some
charge
meth
her
after this.
crystals.
Just boofing. New show boofing. No,
Jesus. Nobody's down.
Jesus, that's a double entendre. That's worse.
I'm not gonna say what I'm down for on this podcast. I'm down for a lot of things. It's a scary
You're not
shit.
down has caused all of us a lot of problems. Don't even worry about it. So Cruces Battle League started. Like honestly, like I started on a whim, dude. Like it was a Wednesday fucking night at the warehouse, and we packed that bitch out. It was like 80 people in there. It was ridiculous. It was super fun. We had an amazing couple of battles. We had Random Guy versus Ideal, me versus Brophy. Let's see, Spaz versus Dre Day, Zifrion versus K Omega. They're all really fucking.
You've
well
had the
done.
Homie Random on there. He's been on the podcast.
He actually-
Listen to that episode.
Nog.
I just
Dude,
recorded
he's-
him at the studio the other day.
Oh, for real?
He's a beast.
He did a
He's
track
a
with-
humble
Is he in
person,
town?
dude.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in town
listen
for
to his
another like a
episode.
week or two.
It's his episode on the podcast. Listeners, check out the Random episode. I don't know the number, but it's a sick episode. He has
Yeah.
some stories because that guy's traveling and shit.
He's
Yeah,
a nomad.
dude.
He literally
Yeah.
tells you too. He's like, I've never lived in a place long enough to call it my hometown, and he moves every 2 months or something, bro.
Listen to that episode. It's
The
insane.
pictures he throws on his social media as
Frogs
well.
with tits.
Yeah,
he has frogs with
just
tits,
like-
by the way.
Yeah, he does the writing poetry.
Yeah.
typewriting.
Typewriting.
Yeah.
His typewriter is sick too. He's like, he always has that shit on him.
It's
Actually,
a niche, bro. It's like
I did
Yeah.
spoken word poetry with him one
Shouts to
time too,
Random.
man. Yeah, shouts out to him. And he laid down this sick verse on Benji Reckless's track. So I recorded an album with Benji Reckless this weekend. Last weekend actually.
shit.
And it was a 5-track called Wreckmore EP. And Random just pops up randomly. Yeah, and fucking Benji had an open feature spot on one of the songs, and Random was like, "I'm jumping on. Like that's it. We're here in the real studio. We're
that would
gonna
be
do
an
the fucking
awesome
thing."
battle, by the way.
That would be
Benji versus Random.
Honestly, much love to Benji, but I think Random will beat anybody. There's not a person on the planet who can beat Random in my opinion.
Shouts to the homie Random and his nose.
Yeah, and his nose. We would know if he was still in town because you could see it from the sky like the fucking bat signal. And that's coming from me, bro. I got an elbow growing out of my face and shit.
That's what I like about him too. Like he jokes around.
Yeah, and he'll roast, bro. It was funny too because at one part, like Benji had this whole like string of multis where it was like, you know, teach him properly, weak economy, and like fucking like random is sitting here in my ear while I'm like tracking Benji, like recording him, and he's just like beef and broccoli, cheer, like just saying stupid ass shit, rhyming with him, and I'm like, oh my god, like
seats are sparkling.
yeah, just stupid fucking shit like that, and like we're all fucking dying in there, and I'm trying to keep it cool while I'm talking to Benji. He's like, how was that? And I'm like fucking dying. I'm like, bro, like Seth called him something that was, he said something. He says you fucking, oh my god. I forgot what Seth said to him, but he roasted him so bad at one point, and I was just like trying to hold it together, speaking to him on talkback, like just give me 5 minutes to fucking not die, bro. It was ridiculous, and that night was an adventure, bro. Like fucking Benji almost wrecked like the studio, like at one point, like on accident. Like he sat down and he puts his beer in a thing that's kind of near the board, and I was just about to, I told him, I was like, hey, pull that shit off, and as soon as we both look at it, it's foaming up, and I'm like, oh my god, like so it didn't actually get on any gear, which was the fucking best part, bro.
That's a nightmare,
You got
dude.
jumped that motherfucker.
I know,
He
like,
told me that story on the way here, and I almost crashed.
yeah,
I was
like,
like,
yeah, the
Someone's
studio.
getting stabbed
You
tonight.
walk up in that big room, bro. Everything in there is worth more than like most of our lives. Like so the board itself is worth like 500,000, like half a
Easily
mil.
Brooks' life easy.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Two of
If you're
them.
looking to party, you know, I'm just
12
kidding.
Brooks' life.
Jesus. Yeah,
I'm a
like,
cat. I got 9 lives. That's like
You
$52,000.
still be in debt. You end up you're done with the nines, like you still owe us
you owe us like $5.
5 more lives.
Yeah, man. Like Benji's album was crazy too. Like so, Benji is just primarily a battle rapper, bro. Like
What's it called?
it's called Wreckmore because his name is
Wreckmore.
Benji Reckless. Yeah, Benji Responsible. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
But like, yeah, he's like an amazing battle
alter
rapper.
ego.
But like, dude, one time he battled somebody and he had a whole round of like fucking shit jokes because this dude. Okay, so this guy Solid Theory. I met him at the cipher I did in Denver, the Grand Mode cipher, right? And one time this guy Solid Theory's girlfriend took a shit so bad.
Oh my goodness.
That she cleared out an entire venue. Like I'm not even joking. In Denver, it was a tiny venue. She took a shit so bad that the whole place smelled like fucking asshole. So they all cleared out and left.
Don't trust women's buttholes.
Trap.
I don't know.
Fucking fact. Wow. But
Name of
like,
my new book.
right? Oh my god. And like, so what happens?
Memoir.
Like, dude,
memoir by Sweet Jesus.
heard about this, and he makes a whole
Chapter
fucking
1.
round about it. Chapter 1. I should have known that shit ran in my genes. Nah, that's actually
Chapter 2, I could hear the crustiness, just like Brooks.
Team
chair.
Team Krusty Holes. Team Krusty Holes.
Yamaha makes crusty chairs, dog.
Yeah.
It's like I'm adapting right now.
I think that's used to be, again, I'm showing my age, but I think that's like one of the slang words that, what's his name? Pauly Shore. I don't know if you remember Pauly Shore.
Oh,
Pauly
Biodome, baby.
Yeah, but he was on MTV. He has a longer history. Like his mother owned the biggest comedy club back in LA.
damn.
It's still around, but she's passed. But so that's how he got into the business. But
Wow.
he'd say crusty and like
Crusty.
It's good. Like yeah, he could make up his own words.
Yeah.
That's getting crusty. Like it was just that's just some random old guy memory. Random
Shout
old
out
guy
to
memory.
Pauly Shore.
Have you ever seen the This Is Roast Battle where there's that comedian who has cerebral palsy and he battled
Oh,
Digits actually.
dude.
Digits used to be a battle rapper and he got into roast battling. It's fucking dope. Shout out to him. They battle at the world famous comedy store all the time. Ronnie battled Carter Deems there all the
Well,
time.
that's what Pauly Shore's mom owned. That.
Oh, the comedy store.
God.
Wow.
The
that's
biggest comedy club in
Yeah,
LA.
that's fucking
She's
ridiculous.
passed
I didn't
recently,
know that.
but a couple years ago, but she owned that shit.
I remember that
Dude,
dude.
comedy in LA is a different game, bro.
It is. It is.
It's
They're
that
all
Hollywood
good.
shit.
We literally stopped actually one
Yeah.
time. Like recently,
for
we
real?
both went to Cali and we were supposed to do this open mic. The dude who hit us up to do the open mic flaked on us like a fucking asshole.
We had to go up to North Hollywood.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Dude, I did a 5-minute set there in front of other comedians.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
there was a whole
man.
comedy club. It was Fourth Wall is what it was called, and it was a whole comedy club for comedians. Like it was people who were sharpening and honing their craft, basically.
Yeah,
You know,
try shit out.
It was dope.
Work it out.
they were
was
really
dope.
supportive. Yeah, there was this really fucking super hot comedian chick there. She was like, what was it? She was like Dominican or
Newer?
something.
I don't remember names.
I don't remember her
She
name.
newer up and coming.
Yeah, I think
Not
so.
even.
Some of the
Oh, she's like
Pre
unknown.
up
Yeah.
and cupping.
Pre up and coming.
because back
Prenup and
some of the
coming.
ones that were because they would be on Tony Hinchcliffe's
Oh,
show.
dude.
Yeah, there was two that came up to that. There was
You know that
Wineshank, her last name was, and then Kimberly Congdon. I don't know if it was one of them, but
Bert
shouts
Bert
to
Kreischer has the what is it? The back door or the basement or
Something like that.
Dude, they're really helping out new comics out in LA too.
Yeah, we need it, man.
And even in Fourth Wall too, like they have a podcast that they run out of the back room. I noticed it when I went and used their restroom. I asked about it, and they're like, "Yeah, we run a podcast." The dude who runs it is super cool.
Yeah.
What's his name again? He's a black dude with green eyes. I forget his name.
He's on my old Facebook because it got hacked.
Yeah, I forgot.
But I will definitely add everyone on my old Facebook.
he was super tight. He was fucking hilarious.
to it.
Dude. He was fucking hilarious.
Let's go. Let's go into the Facebook questions, man.
All right.
There's a few of them.
Somebody said something about what was it? Fucking chicks with dicks.
Yeah, it's just the homie fucking Alex.
Oh, I
being
see.
a fucking weasel.
Alex,
I'm trying to get his bitch ass on the podcast. Being a little girl.
I support any chick.
I wonder if he listens to this. I know, right? Chick, anything with chick in it. Dick or,
I support it.
yeah, it's 2019. We don't discriminate.
I'll donate. I'll donate to the cause.
So listeners, of course, as you know, we put it out there as most episodes. We ask you guys, even if you're not a listener, as long as you're a Jesus friend, Facebook friend, Sweet Jesus Radio friend, post some questions, some topics, whatnot. So here's we're gonna start with that.
Gang.
And the first one is from X Davis.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just reading these exactly as they come
All
up.
right, that's
all
fine.
right?
I got
some
you.
motherfucker in motherfucker.
Yeah, he does. Motherfucking dude, shout out to X, honestly. But I'll get into that in a sec.
He's been on the podcast as well, his episode.
Yeah, I know you posted it too, and I was like, fuck yeah. That's actually how I reached out to X initially.
I got a tattoo by X right on my foot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, right on the back of his
I love that
calf,
guy.
it's
He's
tight.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, he's tight, man.
Yeah, so his question is why Zach refuses to book Marcus Bowman.
This is about to get
All
really
right.
dark.
Cracks knuckles and everything. Now, wow, that's racist.
Now for the listeners, just give a little bit of a backstory. Just real quick.
I'm gonna give his best I can.
I have no idea what the.
Okay, so Marquise or Marquise Bowman, I don't know how to say his name. I only know him by Biz. He's a battle rapper up in Universal. Yeah, he's Universal Battle Realms like chieftain basically.
Which is the
bigger,
Albuquerque one.
Yeah, the Albuquerque Battle Rap League, the really big one. He runs that shit, and he's like, he's the best battle rapper out of that,
really?
pretty much. Yeah, and he fucking.
I don't know.
I know him and Ronnie are. Him and Ronnie, Devos, and Random.
I don't know.
He
Avenue all day.
Avenue is fucking tight too. He's pretty dope too. But Avenue doesn't rap no more. So I guess the one who's active because he battled Chilla Jones and beat him, arguably, I feel like. And but yeah, so he has this running joke lately where he's like, "You won't book me," because he's really good. I'd love to book him out here in Cruces, but he'd literally steamroll anybody we have. Like I'm not even me. Like and people are always like, "Well, why don't you battle him?" I'm like, "Look at my fucking ass handed to me,
an
dog."
NBA player playing against like a college player. Or something.
Right.
Yeah,
So his angle that he's using online is he's like, "Zach, you're a racist." And
I've seen that.
Yeah, right. So you guys have seen
I
the
can
memes.
see the
group,
I'm in the group
chat
chat or the group page.
Yeah, so like he's like calling me racist at every chance he gets, and now other motherfuckers are getting into it, like Spy MC.
Becoming a
No, I've
thing.
seen the jokes.
Yeah, like Spy MC, random guy.
Funny
fucking-
thing, guys, he actually is racist.
I am not racist. To clear up any misnomers, I'm actually not racist, but I have not
Saint
like
racist.
Saint racist. Jesus.
Racist nobody.
Oh my god.
Damn.
What was it?
Which race don't you like? Which race do you hate the most?
Honestly, probably white people, because they do that white people shit, which everybody knows what I'm talking about. Because
are you
I'm half
talking
white,
about?
I can say that white people shit.
What do you mean?
So I'm talking like potato salads with raisins, like giving dogs like
that shit's
hand knitted
real shit.
sweaters and stuff
Coleslaw
like
for
that.
dinner.
It goes darker than that.
It does.
Like I
honestly.
posted a picture, I jacked it from somebody else's, but they put like white people Wednesdays. It was a white chick doing a handstand
Oh my
in the
God.
fucking forest, right?
Uh-huh.
Her shirt's down.
Oh, and she's breastfeeding the baby.
and
Yeah.
the baby's sucking on her tip.
Yeah, that white
and she's
people
doing
shit.
a handstand.
Yeah.
And then another one I haven't posted.
She's like,
it
I'm
on-
doing yoga.
I haven't posted it on my page. I sent it to like my girl, for example, because she's white. Somebody, I don't know if it's some hunting shit, but you can't see the rest of this animal's body, but it's like some sort of deer or elk, and it looks like she's sucking his dick. Like,
Yeah, that's white people.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
holy
exactly.
shit!
I like the
kinda
memes
shit.
where like it
I
shows
asked my
like
girl, explain this.
it's got like naked white people, and it's like damn white people just eat the damn pizza.
Yeah. Or
Like-
like the other one where it's like all the kids are in like a kiddie pool and the mom has a baby. Like you can tell she's holding a newborn baby and they're all sitting in like the placenta water.
Oh my
The
god!
entire family. And it's a common
Putting
picture.
pure blood
that
on their
comes up.
face and shit.
Yeah, like it's just so like that's
That's
white.
Puritan.
That's weird.
But yeah, to revisit the question,
back to the
X
question.
Davis is our host for CBL, so he hosts all of our battles. You know, We shout out to motherfucking Fit Annex because he's dope as fuck. Shout out to Dunn and Kane Tattoos because he's dope as fuck at tattooing as well. He's an amazing artist, bro. I'm always fucking following his shit. He supports everybody, bro, and I fucking love that about him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's why the thing is I won't book Biz because go for it. I won't book Biz because he's fucking dope, but.
Yeah, but it's turned into this joke.
Yeah, these
But
motherfuckers.
the homie, Marcus shots to him. He replied. So
Yeah,
thanks
of course
for
he did.
gracing
He's
us with your
presence.
reply. Thank you.
Yeah, fucking Biz.
Us little people.
He and I, like, even before I was like really good at this shit, like he would always fucking make jokes, like he'd be like, "Oh, we have rap beef and shit like that," like, you know.
I love that.
And
shit.
his like one of his things is he likes like fucking McDonald's, like, and shit like that. Like, he doesn't actually eat it all the time, but he likes it, you know. So I would always talk shit, like I'd like meme myself and like a fucking like a McDonald's employee and was like, when you give him a 10-piece but it ain't nuggets or something like that. Like stupid shit. He'd be like, don't do this.
What's the name of the group page?
Universal Battle Realm Discussions and Cruces Battle League Discussions.
Yeah,
both
so
of
if you
those are the
guys-
ones you can
They're
find.
hilarious.
You'll let anybody in, right, or no? Or what?
We'll let anybody, like, you just
So I
have
can
to
see the
like
funny shit.
yeah, you can just have to like request getting approved and you
Yeah.
can post in it. Like, you can see it at any time, but it's the request to get approved if you want to be able to post. And we share music there. Like, it's okay if you're not a
Yep.
battle rapper. Like, we share music and content. We want to support everybody who's doing
Beats.
that.
So do you have
Everything.
your phone? Can you pull up the questions on my page, or one of you guys?
My phone's
I
already,
gotta
it's
take
already
a
dead.
piss.
I got you, bro.
I gotta
Mine,
take a
I
piss.
actually
Or
charge
just read
mine.
them the way they are. I'm gonna take a quick piss.
All right.
That bladder, bro. That bladder.
43-year-old bladder.
My bladder.
I have
Sweet
a fucking
Jesus
episode
bladder.
called Bladder. I went to the restroom like 5 times in this episode. Old episode.
It's not bad. Once an hour though.
Yeah, I'm like, look at you with your healthy,
That's not
your
bad
healthy
at all,
prostate
dog.
and whatnot.
Hell no, it's not healthy at all.
Let's see.
I
Okay,
can check
boom.
once a week, whether I need it or not.
So the next question is just chicks with dicks, I guess.
Yes.
Well, Brooks kind of already answered that.
We will donate to any cause. We donated to Bernie Sanders earlier today.
Fuck yeah! Shout out
So
to the burn.
He's
Feel
gonna
it.
help with this whole chicks with dicks with this whole chicks and with dicks progress.
It's 2019. I don't care. I don't care. You could be like fucking people that turn themselves into aliens. I'm at this point where I'm like, hey, as long as you have like table manners and you like are a fucking cool person, whatever.
If you're a chick with dick with no table manners though,
Yeah, that's
you
different.
you gotta leave.
You gotta
This-
leave big
This
time.
meal is not for you.
Yeah, if you don't like tip your fucking waitresses and shit, bitch,
Yeah.
like damn, you know. But and the next question is, what's your favorite toppings on pizza? So what's your favorite topping on pizza?
I honestly just like a cheese pizza. I'm very easy, you know, like get me like.
Oh yeah,
But it has to be
It's easy.
some cheesy, easy pizza.
Easy cheesy pizza.
Oh,
What's
Easy
your favorite
cheese.
topping?
Yeah, what's your favorite topping, cheese?
shit, man.
What did Jesus eat on pizza?
What is what would be the last supper for
It's a
Jesus?
simple pepperoni with the blood of my enemies on it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Well, a man of culture as well, I see.
No sauce, just.
I like Canadian bacon. I like pepperoni. I'll even fuck with
Is that ham?
I'm just pretty it's
Yeah,
ham,
it's
bro.
just
It's
ham.
fucking
it's
ham.
ham.
Yeah,
And
and
like
like
Canadians, just like, why do these idiots call it that shit?
hey, you know what?
Fucking Americans.
You know what?
Dude, Chinese food here is not Chinese food in China.
Oh,
I
it
tell you
really
what.
Word.
is. That's
Dude.
Americanized shit.
Yeah.
But Chinese motherfuckers that own the spots don't give a fuck. They're
Yeah.
making their
Canadians
money.
eat
you know,
Lo mein.
Canadians eat poutine, so they can fuck up. Yeah.
Poutine. Yeah.
Some poutine.
What's
Rap
poutine?
game poutine.
Rap game poutine. Oh my god,
Shit.
I think I
fire.
actually put that on a fucking Facebook.
That's
post
amazing.
once.
Like, dude, if you
I
see
put
that
random
type-
shit. I always put rap game film, but I picked like the most random.
Oh,
shit.
I love it. Like we fucking play word games all the time like that, bro. Like
That
it's
was
some-
with that question. Okay, so you guys
do we believe in unicorns?
Okay, so that was Jessica
I've seen
Mark
some.
Graff. That's my girlfriend.
Oh
She
shit.
put some
believe
good
in them.
Thanks for the
questions.
I've
help.
seen
Hell
them.
yeah.
So yeah, do you guys believe in unicorns? And and why? Why or why not?
So I believe that, you know, thousands of years ago, we didn't have the ability to be able to research and categorize every animal. So if there was such a thing as a unicorn, and it probably existed, it would be really crazy if we found something. But even if we did actually find something, I'm sure that it would, you know, either be like fabricated or otherwise. So I think that they would have existed potentially because we can imagine it. But at the same time, I'm also like, not really. I don't
Zach
think
with
so.
the serious answer.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this question because unicorns do exist.
They exist
Unicorns
Big-
2020, bitch.
in
Yeah.
our hearts. All right.
In our hearts and in our mind.
My
pa-
unicorn's black and blue, bro, and white. There's like little specks of white. It's almost like a zebra with a black and blue,
Holy
dog.
shit.
Hashtag
They've been
hashtag,
retracting their horns. They don't want
hashtag
to be
unicorn
discovered.
strong. Hashtag unicorn
Unicorns
strong.
lives matter.
The
man.
horn
Unicorn
has
lives matter.
Wi-Fi reception.
Bruh, lit.
The tacos, what is it?
I know where my fucking
don't know
favorite
how
place to
deep
get
you went.
tacos is, bro. Malo Lamino Paso. Bro, the tacos are flames. Taco Tuesday, they're $1 and they're amazing. They offer like shrimp, like pork, like they have like all sorts of crazy
How
stuff.
about
on their
Cruces
stuff.
spot though?
Oh, Cruces spot?
Alberto's.
Yeah,
Alberto's?
I like
Alberto's.
Alberto's. Yeah, Alberto's is really, really fucking dope, bro.
It's
They
one of
give
the
you a lot
places
of
I never made it to, but
Dude,
Their carne asada is on
Cabeza
point.
tacos, bro. Oh my
shit.
jeez.
Yeah, they got all
Cabeza?
sorts of shit.
that's
Yeah,
head.
yeah, it's straight head.
Give me a head taco right now, dog.
He gets yeah. Fuck yeah.
Give me a head taco.
Did you give me a head taco? Damn. That's
I'm
like
pretty
with
sure it's
chicken bend both
cartel
ways.
owned,
No, but
which
that's
makes
all,
it even
cartel
tastier.
even better. That's the special.
It's right next to a VHS repair shop.
They just
Cartel,
sprinkle a little bit
huh?
of scante in every taco. No, that's good.
But that's one thing I always say about Cruces, man, because I lived out there for a couple years. Now I was like, you know what, man? There's not a lot of like great things to say about Cruces in general.
Facts.
But they got some badass restaurants. out
Yeah,
there.
there's
Oh,
lots
yeah,
of
Agua
dude.
de Andale a lot.
We got an
Say
Indian food
Señor.
restaurant.
Yeah, finally.
It's got like an Indian buffet, chicken,
Actual
chicken.
Indian-
Oh, dope.
Actual Indians
What is
and
it?
shit. What is it?
to
Curry?
no,
Not-
that's
oh,
racist.
Oh,
Holy
damn.
shit.
That's
Well,
racist.
damn.
Orientals.
You're talking about chicken curry?
We're talking about chicken. Everything is curry. Everything is curry.
Stephen Curry?
Steph Curry. Shit. We got hot curry. We got hot mustard curry. We got Steph Curry. We got everything.
Las Cruces Indian shop. Come through.
Yeah, it's like, what does it taste of Morocco or something? It's pretty fucking flames. And
Yeah,
then-
I went to what's it called? Those are the Italian restaurant.
Lorenzo's
person's name.
Pistachios.
Yeah,
Lorenzo's?
Lorenzo's,
That's
yeah, it's
pretty
Pistachios
good.
now.
Oh, is
basically.
it?
Yeah, Lorenzo. So Lorenzo, the owner of that, owns Pistachios now. Him and his wife split. She got one of the restaurants. But
Okay.
Pistachios has a jazz jam all the time. That all my so like as a rapper too who does stuff with jazz musicians, I'm always hanging out with jazz guys and stuff like that. So they have a jazz jam night there every time, and the food is good. It's expensive, but it's good, and it's really filling. Like I like their kitchen. I like their setup, and like it's cool of them to host music. Like I've even busted a few flows there with the sax player from Riboflavin, a long
for
time
real?
ago. Yeah, he's
Okay.
cool.
And what's the other one? What's the best live show you've been to?
Damn, I got top 3 for this one, man. Like, fuck, there's a good couple of them. Zion I was a fucking great show, man.
Where'd you see that here?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
And then also Slightly Stupid and Atmosphere. That was a crazy show. I have memories on that one. Like so on the Slightly Stupid show, Atmosphere played a dope set. But at one point when Slightly Stupid went on, they're like, come closer. And the security's like, do not come closer. And they've got tons of people at the fence.
do we listen
and
or not?
this girl jumps over and the security looks over. And then my
no.
buddy Marlon
Tackles
jumps
her.
over. And then like the security guard, it's like a movie. He turns his head to the right, turns his head to the left, and then just
can't
wave
stop
at people.
them all.
Just
Yeah,
knocks
yeah.
him over basically.
Holy
And then we go right up to the
Hell
front of the
yeah.
And they
stage.
gang raped the security guard.
Basically,
Definitely.
we fucking passed like all these
Started making out with everybody.
passed all these joints around in the
All
crowd.
these chicks with
like,
dicks.
bro.
Chicks
Too
with
many
dicks,
chicks with
uh,
dicks. Too
That's
many
the
chicks with
biggest.
dicks.
They got the Chicks with Dicks fan club for
The biggest demographic.
Slightly stupid chicks with dicks.
Damn, hell yeah. And then the other one, yeah, obviously, would be that Definition Rare show I was telling you about. Like, that one was
That was
a,
the
yeah.
original shit.
yeah, the original one.
Where'd you
was
see
like
them originally?
Las Cruces at
Cruces. Oh, at the
Barricade
Legal,
Culture
right?
Shop, yeah.
Shout
It
out
was-
to Saba.
Yeah, dude, shout out to
I
Saba.
brought those youngsters out
Years
They were
ago,
already
I
starting. They were like teenagers still, bro. Because I was doing a local showcase kind of thing, and my boy Parrish, he knew
Oh,
them. I know them
Parrish. Shout out
through
to
him.
Parrish, man.
They came to visit once, just passing through, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna bring you guys down, and that's what I did. And then I had no idea they were gonna end up blowing up.
Yeah, they fucking.
But yeah, I have
I'm honored to rock
pictures
shows
and
with
footage
Def I,
of
man.
both these motherfuckers.
Def is actually like he's been like a really dope like he's been a friend and like he's helped me out a lot in my rap journey and stuff like that too.
Humble as fuck.
Super
Yeah,
nice.
he's
Yeah, he
cool.
throws me on shows too and shit like that, and it's just like it's like he doesn't have
He's
to.
a
He doesn't know
happy-
me
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a super cool dude.
You're even like, why does he keep doing this?
Almost like
Yeah,
it's like
is it-
like
yeah.
like do you see the potential? Because I hope so.
Yeah,
Fucking
no,
A.
he does.
It gives me the motivation.
Even that day when we did the podcast,
Yeah, when I was in Cruces,
he
yeah.
let me open up for that barricade
Yeah,
show.
Oh, did he?
we
So
all
fucking-
did that shit, bro. He was super cool with
He
it.
was like,
What about you, Brooks? Shows.
top 3 shows.
Just anyone that whatever. It doesn't say
Um,
top 3 anywhere on there.
just trying
That's something
to.
that
I'm trying to
he
be a
did.
follower.
Top 3.
Exactly. I was like, three-part question.
Egbert's coming back. The bullies.
Egbert.
Flashbacks.
I'll just follow. I'll pay these guys
PTSD.
off.
Bully PTSD.
Honestly, I'm really big into the electronic scene.
Yeah.
So the show that really did it for me here locally had to be Hyper Die.
Oh, Hyper Die was so amazing.
That's the
We all
name
had
of.
an
Is it a
amazing time.
person or a group or?
No,
what is it?
it
a
was
festival.
an event. Yeah,
Oh, it's an event.
It was at Wet and Wild.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
It had some really big names, but that was the first time I actually got to go
Meet out with a girl.
backstage.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that too. Actually, no, I'm lying about that. I still haven't
They were
done
a guy.
that.
You know? I still haven't-
A unicorn.
unicorn. I mean, I was a unicorn.
That's where I met my first unicorn.
Oh shit!
Dude, I fucked the unicorn once, dude. It was
How was
best
that?
That's why I
sex
got the
ever.
horn.
Yeah. Well, she fucked me. With the horn.
But no, actually, I got to dab out one of the biggest DJs, Bonnie and Clyde, and I got to go backstage, and it was a first for me, honestly. Begin to watch the crowd rather than watch the DJ.
Oh, okay, cool.
It gave me a different perspective for it. It was beautiful, and the drugs were awesome.
That helps.
I would say that's probably the reason that you started DJing. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
gave you your perspective. That was like your Defi moment. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you
Fuck
saw
yeah.
that shit and you were like, damn, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I've been to a million shows, but I've already
Same.
talked about my favorites on the show. So, but yeah, I mean,
What's your
there's a lot.
least favorite then?
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
don't remember my least favorite, man.
Call
yeah.
them out.
I just gotta remember them, but you know, I can't say a specific one, but I'll say
Red
this
Rocket Comedy.
as a oh yeah, that's a given. But in general, when you're a promoter, sometimes the least favorite, it's not the show itself. It's when in the early days, you know, you end up waking up, you get a little wiser to the world.
Mhm.
But in the early days, when you bring down one of your heroes and they turn out to be an asshole.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like the
You never
worst.
meet your heroes. Never meet your
Yeah,
heroes.
somebody
man.
we can't. Like, if you're a promoter, you can't help it. So
Yeah.
they're looking at you like a promoter. They don't
Yeah.
realize I'm your biggest fan, motherfucker.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
and
I'm the reason-
Sometimes they're dicks.
You know, there's
The
a
movement while you're here.
there's a
Yeah,
certain
nobody else
act,
wanted to bring you out, motherfucker.
there's a certain
I'm the only one that
act-
brought you out.
Right.
There's a certain act that got brought to Cruces that was like that. Like they, I'm not gonna say the name because they're
Yeah.
big and they're coming back to the New Mexico area, but they
not in
requested
there, no.
a limo from all the way from
Holy
Albuquerque
fuck!
to Cruces. Yeah, it was
Worse than
ridiculous.
my
And
any
they're
of my
like,
stories.
they do like a lot of revolutionary, like militant hip hop,
Yeah,
where they're
and
like
then
be
they end
woke
up-
and shit. It's
Yeah.
like, man,
No, yeah, some of the ones I've brought, some of the stuff they talk about in the music heavily, they're the opposite.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
oh, okay.
It's
And
like,
you start. This is back when I was y'all's age and shit, and then so you start realizing all this shit's bullshit.
yeah, the
all
whole
this shit's
thing, man.
all this shit's bullshit. Half of these
I
guys,
get to
some of
see
them do
the-
follow and live what they're talking about, but a lot of them, especially if it's that woke shit, is like a lot of them. It's just I'm seeing some of my heroes, quote unquote, flirting with 16-year-old girls and shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that shit.
I'm like,
Dude,
holy shit.
these DJs also, dude.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh,
yeah.
it's pretty
That's a big
sad.
problem.
It's
Weird.
really
It's
sad.
weird when you see it.
Even these club owners, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
some of them
I
are
expect
like-
it from them, though.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
I expected from them.
Right?
Jesus.
Dude.
Parental consent. Sign the form, man.
You know what's fucked is that it's legal in New Mexico at 17.
Well, I was about to say,
Wow.
I think it is in Texas too.
wow.
It's really weird that it's whatever, man. But
It's 14
yeah,
back in the day.
there's certain countries, there's certain states that where it varies like a motherfucker. the
Yeah.
age.
Countries.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Arkansas, you can marry your
Yeah.
cousin and shit.
It's like
Right.
8 Saudi wives.
I think even in the states, I don't know which ones. No quote me, but there are some states or cities that it's 16 and shit.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
weird.
No, Arkansas is a really low one too. Like it's like 14, 15 or some crazy bullshit.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
fucking nuts.
They don't give a
America.
fuck.
Got options.
That's that Bible belt.
We're all
shit,
about
bro.
options.
That's that white
I
people
might
shit.
be able
So
to
that's
kiss a
some white
girl.
It's also. I'm gonna kiss a unicorn. Dog.
And then describe your favorite meme at the time. That's the next question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's your favorite meme right now, Brooks?
Oh,
Or like
man.
there's certain memes that are like not. You can go specific meme if you want, but I'm gonna expand and say because there's certain memes that like it's a certain picture and then people
Right.
make different memes out of it.
Yeah.
Like the cat, white
Yeah.
cat one.
I
Yeah,
hate that
like-
one,
I love
honestly.
it.
I
Yeah.
hate
They're
that
fun.
one.
Some of them are funny, but it's getting played out.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the one from what was it? The pawn shop one. One of the guys yelling at each other. You know. What I mean?
Oh, hell
yeah,
yeah.
for
It's
sure.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
Or like the out of context ones because I love I follow these pages that are like comic book pages out of context or TV shows out of context. There's like this one where it's got like Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob beating the crap out of somebody, and I love using that one. Like I'll just pull it up in Messenger and just put text over it. Like you know what I mean? Like football season is upon us and stuff like that. So like sometimes we'll make fun of each other for those of us who are in fantasy football. I'm not, but I mean I'll it'll be like the Cowboys lost or something. Be like
Shots fired.
Cowboys getting beat or something like that. Or like the other day, Seth Voice Box, Seth Munoz, he posted this meme of him with a gun on it, and it was like when you say that you can beat a Sisbaro deal. That was fucking stupid.
That's funny.
I posted on there. I was like, here to stir the pot, nothing more. And I had a picture of Larry Lobster beating that dude up, and it's like, what was it, Borman Auto Sales beating up.
I like
beating
those
him up.
memes where it's like we could kiss at the Kia Summer event.
Oh my fucking! And you know that they're the ones who propried that. That's why it's
Right.
like, what the fuck?
I like the random ones that aren't popular. There's
yeah, dude.
but for me, it's the darker the better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some fucked up ones.
The one that I even use it a lot when somebody's talking shit to me, like my homies, just through text. I'll send them. I keep it on my phone. They're just ready to go.
Yeah,
And
same.
it's just Kermit just chilling. He's just like this, just sitting there, and it just says, "I hope you die."
Jesus. I like the old cartoony type of memes.
I do too.
I saw one where it was like this dude was like, bless you, but he was in hell. So the devil was like, we spoke about this, Jerry.
Like, I like
Yeah,
also
there's one where Jesus, like Christ, is asleep. It's like an old drawing or a picture from God knows when, and somebody made a meme out of it, and it says, "Hey Jesus," it's like talking like bro, like talking like, "Hey Jesus, man, they're shooting kids up in schools right now." It's like, just tell them I work in mysterious ways.
There's one I
like
saw.
that
Just sleep, like don't
Hell
wake
yeah.
me up. Just tell them I work in mysterious ways.
Have you seen the ones that look like they're from like an old like church pamphlet or whatever? And there's like this one where this lady's cutting like her kid's hair and Jesus is behind her, and like somebody memed the words in it. And they're like, "Give him a boozy fade." And she's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Fuck
yeah,
off,
I've seen
Jesus."
those with the Jesus behind it. Yeah.
Oh, the other one where the dude's like shooting up or something, and he's like, "Hey."
Oh yeah,
Hey.
it's in his hand, like his arm. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey man, oh fuck." I
Jesus
forgot how
died
it
for your sins.
There's a few of them like that. Yeah.
So you could shoot
But
up.
it's like Jesus' arm
Yeah.
that takes over that dude's arm. Like if you're shooting Jesus up or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I love shitty tattoo memes as well.
Me too.
Those
Like
are fucking
bad Lion King drawings on someone's back.
Oh, beautiful.
I actually posted one recently on my Instagram. It was it's not my tattoo, but it's a shitty tattoo, but it just says crystal meth.
Oh.
And then it has the formula for it, like, but it's like not even, but it's not good. It's like
Yeah, it's
shitty.
like terrible.
Someone
And I
got
posted it and I put finally got some new ink.
So someone got a $100 Bill Benjamin on their neck.
my God.
I'm like,
Dude.
Benjamin Franklin's
You
all
had
fucked
Hey,
up.
it's one thing when you like see it online. I went to, and I hope he's not a listener. Randomly, he's like happens to listen to this podcast. It was a guy at a convenience store, El Paso, Texas. And there's worse tattoos quality wise, but this dude had the Jordan Jumpman on his face, on his cheek.
No.
It was nuts. And then I looked down to see if he actually had Jordans. He did. Had some
Oh,
pretty fire ass
shit.
Jordans. But still, bro, come on.
Was the tattoo dope though? Was it clean?
That's hard to fuck that one up. But, yeah,
Yo,
I mean,
if a chick
I've
has
seen
a
some
tattoo,
fucked up Jordans.
no, but that one's gonna be when you get older, your skin gets.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's on your
It's gonna be
face
doing a
though, bro.
split.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
if
It's
there's
gonna look like Antarctica. Or some shit.
if a chick gets a Benjamin Franklin fucking like 100 tattooed on her fucking throat, that's like the easiest way. Like you don't even have to take her out to blow 100. She could just, you know what I mean? No, but like the other one I was
I
thinking
don't blow
of.
hundreds. I get hundreds to blow me.
Yeah, the other one I was thinking of. You were talking about the
I
Jordan
spent
tattoo.
I spend
But-
hundred.
Egbert.
Right? I spend hundreds on blow. That's what I'm trying to say. As you can see,
Do you remember the dude who had like? Okay, so there's this guy. He was not a black man. He was a Mexican guy, and he
why
had,
do you have to start it that way?
Because he had Colin Kaepernick shaved into his head and had an afro. You remember
yeah,
that guy?
the comedy.
Yeah, this little like we had a comedy
Oh
show
my
over
God.
fucking 5 points when it was still around.
4 points.
4 points. 4 points.
Close enough.
Yeah, and like this dude
That's
came
too
with
many
like,
points.
like he was one of the performer's cousins. That's what it was. He was a performer's cousin, and he came with like
He
a
was
bottle
ghetto
of
as fuck.
Super
was
fucking-
ghetto.
Well,
Oh, wasn't it
Mexicans
Hennessy?
are the blacks
It
of the
was
Latino
Corvus,
world, though. Let's be honest.
yeah, he had Corvus here though, like cheap ass like brandy. You know what I mean? Just like, oh no.
We were
And
trying
he
to
was
figure out if it was Colin Kaepernick
or Ice Cube.
or Ice
like, it was
Cube.
so bad.
Anybody with a fucking afro.
Yeah.
It was really bad. No, it was Ludacris is the one that everyone kept calling. It, 'cause
Yeah.
it was really bad. It was that bad. Like I was like, goddamn.
It was Michael Jackson in his early days.
That's what that reminds me of, though, bro. I was like, Christ. Oh, the other one, our homie, he's a musician. Well, I guess he's a producer. I guess he's a beat maker. He's not like a producer, but like he got music notes tattooed on his arm. Like he got like a whole staff.
He's a
and
homie
everything.
from Cruces, or
Yeah, he's that dude Cody. I was talking about
okay.
earlier. He has like a tattoo of like a bunch of music notes on his arm and the staff, and the key signature that he has on there. Like you know what I mean? Like basically saying what key it is doesn't exist. Like it's all fucked up. So he's like, yeah, I'm like this hardcore musician. Or if you're actually like a hardcore musician, you look at it and you're like,
Sorry,
that's
Cody.
wrong. Yeah.
That does not exist. Also, anything with music notes is gay as fuck. But
True,
don't
true.
beat me up, Cody.
No, you're good.
He's a big guy.
Dude, fuck music.
It's a joke, Cody. It's a joke. They're making me do it.
I like
the door right now.
I like music, but still fuck music. You know what I mean? Because it's
Well,
it's so heavy.
But there are certain tattoos that are like obviously I don't get beat up by Cody, but I'm just saying certain shit's like, what the fuck? Music notes. Of course, you got the stereotypical
it
ones.
was
With
like-
the chicks got the dream catcher
Or the Japanese symbols that says.
That's
dude.
my
One of my
era.
favorite.
That shit started when I was, and I was like, I'm not getting that. I'm not.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
My
I
first
remember
couple
Tribal
tattoos.
Japanese art.
there was some news story about like in the 90s. I remember when Yao Ming was all popular that like he read some chick's tattoo and she's like, it's supposed to mean serenity, and he's like, it means chicken asshole or something. When she was
This is
like,
my
what?
name.
It's actually chicken ass. That's my
Yeah,
name.
he said it all nicely. Like he was
Well,
all
that
polite.
happened to Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
She put some shit and it didn't mean.
She thought it was like life in peace or
See,
something.
thank God for
was like-
technology. now it's Snapchat. I'm pretty sure it's Snapchat.
No, it was Ryan's phone. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
He had a shirt in Japanese that he was wearing as a Lion King,
It
right?
said Lion King.
And Homeboy had a phone, like his phone, he got like a brand new like Samsung or something. And it was one of the Galaxies, and he just switches to his camera and this is a translation mode. He put it over his shirt,
Holy
and it
shit.
showed his shirt in lifetime on the camera in English, though the shirt was in Japanese. And we did it. So my ex-girlfriend and I were shopping over at fucking like Didi's Discounts or something in Cruces, and we saw this shirt that said antisocial and it had Japanese figures over it. And she's like, I don't want to be wearing this shit unless it's something stupid. If it's something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So she pulls out her phone and I was like, you have that translation thing. So she pulls it out and we looked at it and in real time it says antisocial. I was like, what the fuck?
So
That's
it actually
crazy.
worked.
Yeah, it works,
Holy
man, and
shit.
it works really well.
Technology, man.
It's creepy because they update it. You know what else is creepy about that? Like fucking Japanese and Chinese are such evolving languages that like they're always different. Like this dude who fly out like annually.
Asians
like,
trying to be different all the time. Dog.
Always.
So
Tired of
many
it.
characters,
Tired of it.
bro.
tired of it.
Trying to be different. Can't just make letters. Regular.
They make words and letters.
Hey, let's go. Let's jump into. You guys ready for acapellas or what?
Acapellas are always
shit.
dope, dude. Because I'm
Who wants to go first?
sick with it. I'm so sick that my nose drip when I'm talking. Explosive, so approached it with caution. Made a splash from the second I walked in, and I ain't even changed. I just bettered my options. A body and everything, everybody the same. Yo, it's probably the wave where they can lock me away. Tossing out the keys, leave me forgotten for days because I'm shitting on the game like I got a bidet. See, I've been jumping off the edge and never had to go at high off this. Motherfuckers know I'm underground as fuck like fiber optics. Changing, it's the moments I was thinking. I ain't even gotta do much when I'm even drinking. I'll be on the edge and even if tossing it back and flow this, I ain't even know because I'm about to fucking go hit. I don't know. I tried. I got a little bit of acapella in there. A little bit of written, a little bit of
Is it
rap.
at the top or written or both?
Both. Like
nice,
it started
nice,
off
nice.
written.
Let's
and
go a
then-
couple rounds.
I'm not following
We're doing
that
a couple
shit.
rounds. Fuck that.
I'll
I'm
tell the
always down for
joke.
it.
Do that same one you did from last time.
Ah, shit, I'm about to pull that out. Let me get it on beat.
That's my best shit I'm right there right
Dude, it's the only shit I've written.
now. All right, so it's gonna have to be Zach. Do
just,
a couple of them, but
yeah,
I gotta take
get
a
it.
piss again. But record it. I can hear it.
Huh?
It's recording.
Yo, it's the way that we move. It's shots that kill cats, though. Boy, shout outs to Sweet Jesus in El Paso. Find my time and I ain't jumping off. It's mad me jumping off through the moments we sipping on this black tea. Other times that I'm seeing, I feel it sweet like honey. But every other moment I'm broken, I'm searching for my money. I can tell you there were things that I was thinking need this. Shout out once again to the sweet tea and sweet Jesus. Cause we be heavy and you know it that we got it. Looking like them people never seen it, what they thought of. I ain't even gotta be the one to try to push this. Jumping off the moments, catch my faction and catch my functions in my... I don't know. I can't think of anything that rhymes with that. Huh? We could start with a word or something like that too.
Jesus.
So like fucking I don't know, just throw a random word at me.
Zing.
Zing, okay. So boy, it's like I flip the world backwards. I turn the table on its head, make the pong ping. Boy, I fucking turn a joke into a rap like a long zing. Bitch, it's not the only time that I got the odd things in my life that I could go, and now I'm often gone free because I see myself flying, reaching out to my brethren, try to touch the skies, accidentally end up in heaven. I touched and seen the moments that I try to spit my bars, but somehow my head exploded amongst the stars. It ain't a lack of oxygen, it's just a lack of thoughts then. Take my moments, change it up, and changing up my options. Seeing it, it's the way that I would change it from the tonic, switching back and hit the roots, and even if I feel I've lost it, I can walk forth, see my course open up. Stop and take the time, I feel like I was dope enough to finally spit a couple bars amongst my heroes, and ain't nobody running now. I ain't got time to fear those who try to walk the streets like they was running like they big man. I ain't even seen it cause the fuck is going rip them new hats or holes. I'm jumping off the dome, rumbling off rolling off like I ain't even see them. I've got them, keep them coming back like crackheads. Off the dome like a stolen cap, then fucking switch it back, forward action. And even if I leave it, I'm from a sick, rebellious faction of people who could reach the sky, touch it now I'd mention. Shouts out to legit Alpha and Ascension. We got a couple people who ain't trying to deuce the battle me, but I just gotta say, fucking Cruces Battle League, that's the best way you can reach me or try to get at me. Slowly fucking building shit up and get planning. I work at one of the dopest places on the fucking planet, Star City Studios. We out here doing damage, and I ain't really going off. I've got it because my time is big, though. Fucking slowly ticking my life away with all these cigs, though. I'm ticking time away, getting high for days. I'm sitting through the anxiety moments that the silence seems to try to say that I would turn it back and try to change it from a big old act, man, or fucking take a swing a couple times. You know I'm not an axe, man. It's not a huge act, man. I'm swinging like Wolverine and Hugh Jack, man. I can only feel it. Try my best to touch the sky, and I ain't even got a couple words. I'm just say fuck it, it's on the fly because I only try to meet you, reach a black sand beach, and only fucking far as I can touch. My hands can't reach, but I can see it when I'm feeling it. It's deep within my power. People feel it like it's Mighty Mouse sniffing up that powder, but I only seen it because I'm jumping off. It's finally heat gone. Motherfuckers going, breaking up they sheet rock. I seen the time and I ain't got no sick afflictions. I've got the worst type of works of fiction. It's a work addiction, and I can only try to come back to the flow another time.
Yeah.
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Thanks, man.
Nasty.
It took me a sec to get it going, but I was like, all right.
This big boy don't do modeling. He does Red Rocket comedy. And see, that doesn't even rhyme.
No, just try to take it slow like I did. That's the way. Like I always try to think of my punchlines slow. I like to approach even beats slow when I'm trying to focus on punchlines. So earlier, like what I was looking at was like I'd look at the El Paso hat or something. So I'd think of the word that I wanted to rhyme with it before, and I'd use that one first, and El Paso being the punchline. And
See, I like that style more because here's what when I would freestyle more, it'd be a couple of homies after party shit, and we do the word thing, and I'm like, nah, but you guys are just, when I give you a topic, you're just starting off with the word, and then you're rhyming to that. You're doing the reverse, which is more a little bit more advanced level. Not only that, I'm giving you a word so that you can talk about that. Like I'm giving you a weird word to see if you can talk about the word. So you're just saying the word, and then you're rhyming it. That's like super easy.
It's kind of funny. We used to play games like that. Like when I first started rapping, I get everybody into this.
Or exercises.
Yeah, like I would do one that was, of course, there's Rap About Anything, which I learned from Defi and MC Supernat. Shout out to both of them. The other ones we would do was subjects. We'd write a bunch of subjects down on like a paper plate and put it on a wall, like spin it. And like, dude, we would come up with crazy subjects, like owner of a furniture store. Yeah. Like you rap from the perspective of owner of a furniture store.
Exactly.
Or,
not just the word. And
yeah, or Dick got bitten by a shark. There was one when we were talking about that. Where it was like, Dick got bitten by a shark. Like that was one of the subjects.
That's a dope paper plate.
Yeah.
But like you go on about that topic, that subject, you know what I mean? So I respect that more. But you know, with the homies, we're just fucking around. But I'm like, well, what's the point of throwing out words? Let's talk about the word itself.
Exactly. Explain the concept.
Challenge yourself to like, I'd be like cabinets and talk about how cabinets came to be.
And
this was an exercise. Like,
yeah, like we talk about like the furniture store one, for example. Everybody had like a different take on it. Like somebody was like talking about how the furniture store owner ended up changing his life because he was on drugs, and then somebody else was like he ran out of fucking money and then like closed down the store. And then mine was the furniture store owner was like low key like a murderer and shit like that in the background.
That's a lot deeper.
So that's how we were playing.
It's just more challenging.
It's a story, yeah.
Yeah, and
that's opposed to just I'm just gonna say the word you just gave me. I'm not even talking about the word
shit
anymore.
Right.
I'm talking about something else.
I like storytelling rap, but sometimes I feel like it can get a little corny. There are moments where like it's really good, and there's moments where it's really bad.
Yeah, it depends.
Like even the old school shit, like Slick Rick and stuff like that. Like he had some really good stories. But I mean, like I even like Joyner Lucas has some good stories too. Like Ross Cappuccione's an
I fuck with Joyner Lucas.
I do too.
The old school shit, like it's dope. A lot of it's classic, timeless shit. A lot of it's not so timeless, but you gotta understand at the time that's the that early shit. So there's a lot of garbage, quote unquote. I hate to say it like that, but the old school shit, like this wouldn't exist without that. Like it has to start somewhere. So everything has a progression. You know what I mean?
It's a natural progression too. Yeah. That's the thing about music. Everything can go somewhere.
Fuck the wordplay.
It's like, insane.
Punchlines themselves, like if it's battle shit, like but back in my era, it was metaphors and similes. You know what I mean? And that's how I used to write. And they're pretty dope, but it's also like that gets old. You know what I mean? So if you're still writing like that, if you have a couple here and there, it's one thing. But if that's your whole shit, like holy shit,
you have to pull it all together.
It's about you have to throw a little bit of that, cadences, the fucking rhyme schemes.
I like what I
all
call
of it.
minimalist rap, almost, where somebody can capture an image with the least amount of words as possible. Like,
That's what I'm doing now. That's what I try to push myself to do now. More of that, because my rhyme schemes were like A B A before A B C A B C. Like this one ran with this one down here. Blah 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 blah. And it was dope, but now I'm just more like simple but still creative writing. You know?
Yeah, like I can think of a few examples even too.
Yeah, I was gonna say in battle rap, I think the room shaker, the only room shaker I've had was from the most minimal shit.
Yeah.
Versus short circuit. I was like, this is what happens when you mix alcohol with virginity. This is what it looks like when you choose CenturyLink over Xfinity. And like everybody lost their shit for that.
It's a good joke. That's a whole different art too.
Yeah.
Just jokes, roasting. That's if you can incorporate that into.
There's some like
simple battle
so there's
skills.
some rappers who rap like okay.
What are
so
those
Head Ice,
examples you were talking about?
Yeah, like Head Ice, for example. He's like a gangster rapper. One of his is like, you know, I stop lives at stoplights. Like something that simple. It creates the image in your head. Like you're like, oh wow.
Jesus.
And then like Saint, the Saint from LA. He says something. He's like, act silly, rap with me, black hippie. Like the way that you like something so simple, it's just encapsulated in that, and the cadence is cool too.
There's a million different ways,
And
but
then,
it takes
like,
creativity though.
And there's even shit like, okay, so I was talking about Benji Reckless earlier, how he had the bars for the dude about the girlfriend who shit. He had a bunch of shit bars for this dude. He said something like, you know, he's like IBS, but you know what I mean, IBS. But I feel really bad for that girl, and I think that you should intervene. But I feel really bad for her because that shit runs in her genes, like double entendres and shit.
Yeah,
and then like,
runs in her genes.
so the one that
also
I use,
IBS for the people who don't know, irritable bowel syndrome.
yeah. So
People
like,
do know about that. I
so one
know.
of the bars I did
Crusty
for,
buttholes.
Damn, true. One of the bars I did for Ideal is actually one of the like,
Irritable Down syndrome.
irritable Down
Egbert syndrome.
Egbert syndrome.
IES.
I eat ass is what I heard.
I have ED.
Speaking about eating ass, that's definitely a thing of tomorrow.
You put that in the fucking group chat, you fucking weirdo.
It's something to talk about for sure.
I'll be honest with you though, it was like, because I would talk about it, because I've always considered myself a pioneer. But I would say, Serge, I've always been a psychopath and just like ahead of the curve as far as like shit talking, but just joking around. I would talk about to my boys about shit that I would do, not just sexually. I've never been promiscuous, but I'd like to do. I would do certain things, that being one of them. But also just, you know, the party lifestyle. I can't get into detail, but
shout out to
shit
Promiscuous Jesus Radio.
But shit that was like basically frowned upon, and you'd be getting made of like the eating ass thing.
No one's
I would bring them up. I would bring up things that I would do, like the you know, party shit, certain drug shit. Like for a long time, you know, ecstasy was considered like gay and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they put all that.
And then
shit
now the shit that I used to joke around about that I would get teased for, but I would set myself up on purpose because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Now it's like
chicks with dicks, bro.
Glorified. Yeah, that's why, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, no, I'm like, fuck that. You guys used to make fun of me. Fuck you guys. Like, I need my credit.
It's like
I laid the fucking foundation for you.
It's like
I was
the
doing this
resurgence.
before it was cool.
It's for real though. For real though.
It's like the
For
resurgence of nerd culture. It's funny.
No, it
because
really
we're-
is. Nerd
because
shit and
people
just-
used to get clowned for this shit that we would enjoy. Like, you
I
know
used to
what I mean? The
embrace
80s
it
are
back
great.
then.
Yep.
Like, I'm not saying, I'm the first, but I'm just saying I used to rock after high school. In high school, I used to kind of just like standard hip hop shit, but at some point, I would start rocking thrift shop gear.
Oh,
And
hell
that
yeah.
was like, I'd get teased for that.
Macklemore.
Yeah, but we're talking late 90s. No, like, early to mid 90s. Like,
Well,
$20
$20
what the fuck you
back
wearing,
then.
dog? It wasn't because I was broke. It was just like, I liked some of that fashion.
Yeah,
And then all of a
yeah.
sudden, that shit blew up. Like you said,
Yeah.
nerd culture. Like,
Yeah.
you used to get teased for being a nerd.
Yep.
Talking about, you know, computers or whatever the fuck, or being a reader. Like now, video games in general.
Yeah,
You
facts.
know, if you're a gamer, you're a fucking weirdo, like with a fucking nerd. Like,
Nope, not
now it's
anymore.
like, so all that shit.
They're
whether
getting
it's
paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Sexually speaking, drug speaking,
Oh, yeah.
clothing, games, technology. Now that's celebrated.
Right.
It's like, fuck you guys. You used to tease us. You guys are born into this.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't understand my struggle.
Well,
But it really wasn't a struggle because I didn't care. I never gave a fuck.
It's getting worse though. I want to say like with this new generation, especially with like the English language.
Yeah.
Like I went to Journey Kids because you know legit alpha. He was having sex with one of the girls who sell the shoes over
He
there.
said having sex with. He was having intercourse with one of the salespeople.
They went and had a chance to look around the store, and there was literally a like 5-year-old shirt that said the word yeet on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
And they
like,
say
people don't
clapping
even know.
cheeks.
Yeah,
They say clapping cheeks when they play
like
Fortnite.
5-year-olds saying this
kids.
shit, and
And
it's
I'm
That's
like
a different level. That's
I know.
hip hop and rap culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taking over. People don't even know what the fuck they're saying.
I think it's funny because like this year actually marked where hip hop took the most bought genre. You know what I mean?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the
What
first-
was it?
2019 hip hop becomes the before it was rock and
it's-
roll. Now it's
I
hip hop.
mean-
But it's funny because like how much so minimalist language. We talk about mumble rappers, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's really interesting because
That's minimalist.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually modernizing the English language. Even if it sounds dumber, we're actually making it easier to speak and get these ideas across.
For
quicker.
communicating, that's a big deal. Yeah.
But even then, though, too, there is a little bit of a lack of class and art too.
Well,
Mobbit do
that's-
cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's
even
just
the
like, I
meme-
don't give a fuck.
Mom-
Creativity. I still.
Cribbing.
You're being
I don't give a fuck. I'm not.
Yeah.
Call me an old head. Call me whatever. I
Cheeseburgers
listen
for
to new
lunch.
music, so I'm not that dude, that old guy that just listens to old shit.
I
But
feel you.
I'll take creative writing shit. But I understand with the mumble rap, it's not even about the words. It's more like the harmonizing.
The
They love
harmonizing,
Yeah,
sound.
right.
the musicality of
Yeah.
it. You,
And
you want
which I
the beat
respect
and the way
that
that they voice
too.
it.
I
It
don't
has a
listen
lot
to
of
it, but I
emo
respect it.
vibes in
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah,
The
you've got
beats
like little
are- the
peep
beats
and
are
stuff
fire.
like
That's a big deal too. You know.
And that's honestly that's great for somebody like me because that means producers are getting work.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
getting
cool,
mad
too.
work
Production's
for
a
trap
new
beats.
game right now.
A lot
Like
of
it's
shit's a
Well,
fucking
see,
new
production's an old game, but beat making
Yeah.
in the digital age is a new game.
Yeah,
So like
oh,
at the
yeah.
studio, it's crazy because we learned a lot about how like older people used to record, like back in like the 60s and the 70s. They used to cut tape to record and stuff like that, or they would literally like pop out. Okay, so like before
the
Pro Tools
reels,
came into
yeah.
thing, they had like these VHS machines. They'd record the whole mix on it, and they'd pop out this fat VHS, and it would take
Yeah.
3 days for it to
I
finish.
have one.
So yeah,
My first shit was my demo shit was like this fucking
like an 8-track,
VHS.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Then I also had DATs.
That's
Like,
perfect.
I have that shit.
We
dude.
have ADATs
I
that
recorded
are-
at a studio, one of the only studios in El Paso.
Let me guess, El Adobe?
Nah, it was
Oh,
what's
my
his
boss used to
fucking-
work there as well. Or is it Sonic
This
Ranch?
is last. No, that's way the fuck out there. But
Yeah,
I've been there. I
I've
chilled
been
there.
Yeah, me too.
But
It's
it's
sick.
something with an R. I can't. I'm having a brain fart because I'm fucking drinking. But it's right up the street. He recorded at the drive-in. Like he recorded a bunch of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I went there with the rap shit, and it's like literally I have my VHS. It's in storage. I don't have it
That's
here.
so wild.
That's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it
and-
cost like to do like 4 or 5 songs. It cost me like $500. It was
yeah,
crazy.
a lot of money. And like,
No
it's,
way.
and
This is like old motherfucker telling you guys
and
like
so
how
check
it
this
was back
out.
then.
Like when they
You
recorded,
couldn't just
it-
make beats through like
Yeah,
FL.
exactly. And
It
you know
wasn't
how
called FL either back then. It was
you know how
pretty
we
much-
mix on like the computer and shit
Right.
like that, like plugins and stuff like that. They didn't do that. They mixed it all by ear, and and if they fucked up the mix, like I said, like they'd have to take that fat VHS. It takes 3 days for it to download all the data, basically. And then if you fucked up the mix, it's like, oh shit, I just wasted 3 days on top of
It's
it.
destructive. That's the
Destructive.
non-destructive, destructive. Like
Yeah.
with computers, you could just reverse every
Right.
shit.
So there's this guy Justin Leah. He's like El Paso's engineer. He's like the dude, man. He's
Yeah, I
worked
know
with tons
Justin.
Yeah, like he's super sick. He was telling me like in the earlier studios he worked in, they used to laugh at him for using Pro Tools. They'd be like, "Oh, you're using slow tools again."
Yeah,
and like
it's-
nowadays, that's all we
that's,
fucking use.
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah, our crew was like we started off with Cool Edit Pro.
yeah. I remember
And
Cool Edit
people
Pro.
like,
Fuck yeah.
Our crew, it was
Cakewalk.
Tito had it, and then he gave me his version, and he got Pro Tools. But like, there was only like about 2-3 dudes in the whole city. like,
Dude,
in
I was
hip-hop
doing
world, at
I was
least.
doing Cool Edit Pro
That's
edits when I was like fucking 12 years old. I remember using Cakewalk.
That was the birth of home studio shit,
Yeah.
especially for
Yeah.
rappers. There's
Yeah,
no
big
instruments.
time.
It's easy. You just make the beat, put the fucking
Yeah.
upload it, and just rap over it.
And
you
it
know?
was crazy because like back then for rappers they had to like literally know a musician. They had to be like, okay,
Yeah.
so like I know a piano player and a synth player and like
Yeah, it
a
was-
singer and a drummer and shit.
Get them all together.
They're not gonna even do it. They're not even gonna go that far to do that. shit.
Yeah,
You had to
nowadays-
be a homie. You had to be lucky enough to have a homie that had like an MPC and shit like that.
Yeah, that's
which was
huge.
about a handful of people that had them.
And then even then you sample like off of vinyl and shit like that.
Yeah.
Shit would get all fucked
Sounds
up.
grimy as
Or
fuck.
they pop out on floppies. My brother still has one of the older
Yeah,
kind
floppies.
MPC at times 1000 I think. or
2000.
1000, yeah.
Yeah. An example of, I'll give you an example because again, listeners, this is old guy talking to younger guys. The fucking like the slang, dude. I would see it in commercials, but I knew what it meant, right? And they had done like a remix to like the Flintstones. It was like Cartoon Network.
Oh
They
yeah.
did a rap version because in the Flintstones, I don't know if you ever seen the Flintstones, but it's Fred. It starts off him in the quarry,
Right.
with the brontosaurus throwing these rocks, and then they made a rap version just for a little bit. It's like, Fred Flintstone slanging rocks, slanging rocks.
Yeah, I hear like SpongeBob trap remixes, and there's even trap on like
That's
like
but
Teen
SpongeBob's still
Titans.
later, but it's still early.
yeah.
It's not that old.
Oh shit.
You had have you ever eaten corn nuts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell
They had a
yeah.
commercial. I still remember to this day. It was like just you eat the corn nuts, you throw them in your mouth.
Yeah.
Bust a nut. You bust a
Bust
nut.
nut.
You bust a nut. So I'm like, there's somebody in that
Jesus.
marketing room that knows what he's doing, and he's laughing. These people chose his shit.
Oh my
Bust a nut, like you just popping corn nuts. Bust a
my
nut.
God.
Bust a nut.
Dude,
It was like
I'm
a
gonna
little
find
jingle.
that commercial amazing.
There was that one, and the other one I remember would probably be, I think there was a toy called the ball sack.
Oh my
Ball
god.
sack. It was a ball
Beautiful.
sack. This is
Nickname.
weird toy. It didn't last.
Oh my god.
There was several of those like in the 90s when like they didn't know the words, these people, and they would bust a nut,
Bust a
slanging
nut.
rocks. It was fucking nuts.
We out here. We keep those corn nuts on us. We're always ready to bust a
We're
nut.
always ready to bust it. Well, one of the biggest ones was later on was the skeet skeet skeet.
Oh my
you know,
god.
If I
That
ever
was on
sell
radio.
rock,
Nobody knew what the fuck that
Oh,
was.
I
my
love
drug
it.
name is gonna be Fred Flintstone.
I'm always Fred Flintstone. I'm always
Double F.
Double
slanging
F.
rocks, busting nuts.
He has the multiple gummies. His
Believe it or
multi-color
not,
gummies.
gentlemen, I have to pee again.
Oh shit.
But we're about to
was
wrap
just-
it up.
Am I unsure?
Take over for a couple minutes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So
Let's all go to the lobby. No, I'm just kidding.
this is the third piss in an hour and a half.
he's a
He did-
legendary pisser. You
He
should
did
jump,
good for an hour.
You should jump into competitive piss contests.
He does it with the door open, so we could just like peek.
That's how I know that Jesus loves us. He loves us.
We're
'cause-
making eye contact.
He loves us,
His
but
third
doesn't.
eye.
He loves us, but doesn't trust us. He has the door open, so he's like, I want to make sure I can make eye contact with you guys and make it feel homely, but also I want to make sure that you guys don't steal anything.
He's trying to say, "Look at my dick."
Damn, sweet Jesus packing. that white people shit. Nice dick, bro.
Got raisins in your macaroni.
Jesus, holy shit. Imagine how that would taste, kind of like, I sometimes follow those memes that have like, they call them cursed images. They've got like the disgusting food and shit like that, like the one where they had like the gelatin that was filled with like canned like corn and like fucking
That's
carrots
actually a
and
Russian
peas.
meal.
Is it really? No fucking way. You're fucking bullshitting right
It's
now.
delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's like gelatin with like fucking.
I'm gonna ask my
green beans
grandma.
and
She
cheese.
used to
my
make it all
goodness.
the
It's
time.
weird. Like I follow a cursed images page. Like I will literally.
It's like pork and carrots and that shit.
Yeah, inside of the gelatin. It's like a jello thing.
That
But
sounds
it's not like
fucking- I've
flavor.
never- I
It's
haven't seen
delicious.
that. I mean,
I'll make it for you.
put some
Let me see. I'm literally gonna find this
put
shit.
some hot sauce on it. I'll eat it. Look
Oh,
at this
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, like cursed images. You know what I mean? Like
The
fucking
hell?
fuck that
What
shit.
what is this?
It's
it
a
a
page.
page?
Yeah, see, it looks
Oh,
like
I'm
an
gonna
ass
get
on
on
somebody's
this.
face. Somebody, I don't know what the fuck that is. I have
There's
no
a
idea.
T-shirt that somebody made that has like an asshole. It's all huge.
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
shirt. I was like, I need that.
Let's see what this is. Oh god.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
What's
shit
the name
like
of this
that.
page in case the listeners
I will. Yeah, it's finding and sharing cursed images. Just do you
finding
see
and
this?
sharing
Yeah, like,
cursed images?
fucking-
He's looking at
Instagram
a
or-
chicken with a huge ass dick.
yeah, like somebody shoved it. Oh my god, that man's arm.
That's Instagram or
No, it's on Facebook. You
Facebook.
can probably find
finding
it.
and sharing.
Tr-
True
What's it called
love.
again?
finding and sharing cursed images.
Cursed images. All right.
Oh my god, look at that. The taxidermy fucking foosball. They've
Oh,
got
that's just
taxidermy.
pretty dope, though.
I want one.
I just- it's an image of what is it? Mice or little
Those are
squirrels
squirrels and guinea pigs. I'm gonna.
being stuffed squirrels like dead, and they turn them into a foosball table.
Yeah, they're the foosball.
We gotta understand
players.
we're on this is audio. We got.
Oh yeah,
you
you're right. I'm gonna send.
gotta
I'm
describe
gonna.
it to the listeners,
I'm gonna 100% send you this page though, so you can fucking.
We'll throw it in the link.
please.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous.
Can I
Like,
get a
this is-
cigarette, bud?
Yeah, hell
we're
yeah.
gonna wrap up. So
Give me a
watch.
red or you want a
We're like
Molotov?
about almost 2 hours deep,
Hell yeah.
which is good.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
had a lot
stop
to talk about. Still got
Mom
Yeah,
brought
man.
some banana bread to
good
work
jokes.
today, dude.
We had an epic freestyle,
Hell yeah.
which is
Zach
that shit
killed
was
that
epic.
shit.
That's that. I'm gonna put that one on the fucking YouTube.
Hell
Just
yeah.
that part because I do little teasers on my YouTube.
That's sick.
So that's gonna be on there.
Oh, yeah.
But for this is how we usually end it. We need the plugs, the shout outs, the thank yous, all that,
Hell yeah.
and anything else you want to say before we end it.
Hell
Both
yeah.
of you. We'll start with Zach.
All right, so first off, I want to plug Star City Studios in Ohm Gallery. Amazing fucking studio space, amazing place, amazing engineers and people. It's like a home for creative artists. You guys can find that at 120 West Castellano off of North Mesa Street. I work there. I'm an audio engineer there, so definitely, if you guys are looking for recording time, hit your boy up. My second shout out goes out to Cruces Battle League, CBL. We're the Southwest's premier rap battle league of Southern New Mexico. And, hit us up on YouTube, Cruces Rap Battle League. Hit us up also on Facebook, Cruces Rap Battle League discussions, or the page itself. Go give it a like, share, show your friends, go find our videos. Instagram as well, and Snapchat. Also, final plug, Ascension and Legit Alpha. Shout out to both of them. They're kicking ass with the EDM scene out here. They're really fucking moving us into the foreground, man. We appreciate all that. And then final plug, Saint Nobody page. You guys can find me at on IG as Beast Boosted Basted. So that's BEAST BOOSTED, and then Basted BASTID. All lowercase. Just look up Zach Welsh, you'll find me. Zach Welsh on Facebook and Saint Nobody on Facebook. So that's it for me. You.
The spelling of Beats Boost Badger even more retarded than Brooks.
I know, I had to, bro.
Just a little bit.
It's the only page that I haven't linked up with my art page and my, like, you know what I mean, all my shit. So I'm just like, all right, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
And now a word from your sponsors.
Oh,
Actually, I got hacked on Facebook, so my Red Rocket page is currently down. I will make a new one, but you could add me at Jonathan Marcus, which is my Jewish given name.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Kill
yeah. Sweet Jesus.
Kill sweet Jesus.
But yeah, add me on Facebook or Cooking Up the Trap on Instagram. I also want to give a shout out to Legit Alpha and Ascension Collective. They've been killing it. They've been keeping me busy. They've been keeping the community busy. I'm loving it.
Keeping the community busy.
Shout out to Cruces Battle League as well. That's home right there. That's home base. I love them. Every single one, even Billy Mullins.
Yeah, fuck Billy Mullins. Fuck Billy Mullins 2020. All the
I
way
bet
up
he
until-
does.
Oh.
Billy Moans.
that Barry Murrins.
What else? What else is there? Shout out to Panda Express for hiring.
Oh shit!
Fuck
Is that
yeah.
why you got a stupid panda on your hat?
Yeah,
Got that
I
panda
need
hat
I
on.
need this for rent
Kinda
money.
like a panda.
So yeah, it's my spirit animal.
My spirit.
So now I'm a
I see your
slave.
logo, a panda with those glasses on it. Bro.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
One
You're
day,
welcome for the idea, motherfucker.
maybe for a mix.
Just saying.
My
Panda with those
Antarctica
glasses,
mix.
that'd be funny.
Save the
It's a serious idea, motherfucker.
save the glaciers.
He's like, I got some good stuff.
And shout out to Sweet Jesus Radio for having us on
Yeah.
here
Great.
today.
Big shout out to Sweet Jesus Radio. They've been doing lots for us.
Yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, as usual, my shout outs are just real simple to the listeners. Thank you for sharing. Like I said in the beginning, thank you for keeping the shit alive. But I do want to give a quick, just a shout out and just a mention to my other project that I do in conjunction with The Talents, which is my homie Gloria. I produce another podcast called Fake Lashes, Real Feelings.
Oh shit.
Okay, so mostly about women's empowerment, really dope shit, but we do a little bit of everything. But check that podcast out, available on all your favorite podcast apps. Fake Lashes, Real Feelings, some dope shit. She's also the owner of Bomb Beauty Products, dope ass makeup and other stuff store, even hair. They do hair at the main location. Just opened up a second location at Sunland Park Mall.
Oh yeah, congrats.
So
That's
yeah,
super sick, man.
aside from that, man, this is Sweet Jesus Radio. Thank you for playing.
Thanks, you guys.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you for listening.
Sweet Jesus Radio.